Ah, it's a day. It's one of those days where everything is going a little bit weirdly. Is this straight? No, it's not. Pre-stream oiling. I actually did oil up. No, I had a giant ass dick bastard flying thingy in my house. Like there was a moth that was this big in my house. I had to get them out because otherwise I would be stressed out when I get home. So I wrecked them. The moth panicked. I panicked. Everybody just started panicking. You want to try the social experiment? I didn't put the signs yet, but that's okay. Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Yes. Yeah.
What's your name?
Marian.
Marian. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. How about
Nice
you?
to meet you.
Hi, I'm Manuela.
Manuela. Where are you guys from?
Colombia.
Colombia. Okay, love it. I'm a Chip. I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. Do you think animals deserve rights?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, what do you think we have in common with animals that makes it worthy for them to have rights?
Um, Genes? No. Yeah.
Yeah,
And we have
genetics.
genetics,
Is what makes us
feelings. Yeah. This. We have the same structure because we
Feelings.
are animals.
We are animals too. Do you think that animals are also subjects of their own universe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like we are, right, when we're
Yes,
experiencing
they
life?
are aware.
Yeah, and you said they have feelings. Okay. Do you think then is it fair or right the right thing to do to exploit animals?
No.
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 Do you think that animal agriculture exploits animals?
I think there's an ethic way to do it. Like it doesn't necessarily has to be like that.
What does exploitation mean to you?
Like if they don't have like time to rest or to
Like
feed
if they don't
properly.
have a good life quality.
It means unfair usage.
Yeah.
Do you think it's ever fair to bring to life an animal, use them, and then kill them when you can no longer use them? All of it for an optional product?
No.
No.
No. No. So then, do you think there's any way to farm animals that is fair towards animals?
I think it's a proper question. Maybe there we need like a more open, broad discussion about this because we don't have like the conscious and the proper political landscape to to have this. But for example, I was sharing with you like the like Sweden achieved like have like the majority of eggs from chickens in liberty. So perhaps we have the opportunity to build a better use.
Let's talk about eggs in Sweden specifically. So obviously, the chickens that are grown for eggs are different than the chickens that are grown for meat. So, what do you think happens to the male chickens, the ones that don't produce eggs?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They get blended up alive on their first day of life. They get put into an industrial massacre. Hold this for a second. I'll also show you. I have some photo over here of that.
Oh no, but I
no.
don't like to say that.
No.
No.
It's just a quick one.
No, I don't. No. No, I'm
Of
not
course,
gonna
we're
say-
going to
no.
feel bad about it.
Yeah, like this.
Yes,
See,
I'm
there's
not
a male
gonna
chicken.
say
They just
No.
go. It's bad, right?
really bad.
Yeah. So that's one thing. What do you think happens to the chickens when they can no longer produce eggs?
Probably the same.
Probably the same.
They kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think any of it is fair?
No, definitely. not.
Any what?
Do any of it is fair?
No, it's
No,
not
of
fair.
course.
Do we need to consume eggs?
Probably no. We need to, we need to make some changes.
Yeah.
And probably we need to start to be vegan at some point. But but is it, for
Yeah, I
example,
think
in
that
our
way
country, it's
humans consume way more meat or protein that they need.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can get protein from plants. It's just a
Yes.
macronutrient,
Yeah.
right? Like meat, sure.
Make it sustainable.
I don't have a problem with what people eat. It's just that if behind it there's an innocent animal who was exploited and killed, that's bad, right? I mean, so what do you think you can do about it? You mentioned being vegan. Do you think that solves it?
Yes, I think I mean, people don't have the time or the resource, especially in our country, because maybe they have like the land and they came for, I don't know, for rural areas, and they have the land to produce, but they don't have like the knowledge or the culture, yeah, to be sustainable by themselves.
Okay. Do you think you can adopt a plant-based diet or go vegan? What does it mean to be vegan, by the way, to you?
And don't consume like any protein or subproduct
Animal.
for animals.
Do you think it's a diet?
No, it's a way of life. I think
Yeah.
it's a mindset.
Yeah,
It's
so-
more respectful.
So veganism is to animals what feminism is to women. It's about respecting their rights. Sadly, animals. It says a lot about our society that the word of respecting animal rights is a word where we align it with the diet mostly, right? Because to us, animals are mostly just that, just food. We don't really see them as the individuals that they are.
But I think it's not just a matter of eating vegan. It's also like the products you use, like don't use
Like
leather or
Yeah, yeah.
things like.
So when I
it's
say
not
respect
just
their
the
rights,
diet.
obviously it applies to food, clothing, entertainment, right? Like don't wear their skin, as you said, leather. Don't go to a zoo because that's where they enslave animals. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you ever see? Would you see yourself as going vegan?
I have, yes. Probably I'm not going to be like lying to you, like say I try. I know we have a problem. At least I grow my own food, but I prefer a plant-based diet in some way. And yes, I'm probably taking like some decisions about clothes, responsible brands, and for example, I reuse and compost my food in my house. But yeah, there is a lot of change you need to do, and especially if you are like traveling or if you are in a country like Colombia, it's really difficult to find like the same level of conscience about these topics.
Also, I
It's
think we are
not
very
easy.
responsible. Like when we want to buy a cosmetic product, like we
Uh-huh.
try to research that the brand
brand.
doesn't test in animals, and also like not just right now, but what they did in the past also matters.
But perhaps we can.
Also
I
the
guess
diet.
our
yeah.
goal is to for improvement,
There's
yeah,
always
and
room
still
for
taking good
improvement, yeah.
decisions. Yeah,
So-
we're not vegan, but
So if I provide you with resources to help you with the plant-based diet, because I'm assuming that's your difficulty, that's what most people have difficulty with, access to a certified nutritionist, all of it for free. Would you see? Would there be any reason for you to continue consuming animal products?
I think it's more like if you buy some things in the supermarket. For example, I use like organic plant supermarket. I don't know for groceries, but if I want to have like protein, grains, etc., it's not so easy to get like a label that's certified that's had like a proper treatment for grains. For example, rice or etc. I don't know.
Proper treatment
Yeah.
for grains? What do you mean by that?
If they use like if they reuse the water, if they use like
see.
rainwater.
Is that for the environment or what?
It's not only the environment, because if we don't have water, we will use that one. If we don't have enough water, that's a big problem for plants, for animals, for us, for everyone.
Do you
And
know
it's
what
also
the?
not just in the personal, like not only it's a decision not only when we cook at home, but also outside in the restaurant. Sometimes it's difficult to find,
find, like,
vegan or vegetarian options.
Does that mean you should oppress an animal in those moments?
No, but it's like if you're there, and I mean there are some social situations.
If I'm in a social
yeah,
situation
that's it.
where my friends are gathering to oppress a woman and I'm there, should I participate?
No.
No.
No, no.
No. So if we're oppressing an animal, if your friends are oppressing animals, you shouldn't also participate yourself, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I know you have like the right reasons.
I mean, it's for
Probably-
the animals. It's not about us, right? If we consider the victims, we realize just like how absurd all of these are, right? Like as excuses. Like that's why when I bring it to when the victim is human, we always realize the absurdity of saying something like that.
Yeah.
But when the victim is animal, because we've been so programmed to see them that way, that we just see it as like, yeah, okay, that's not that bad. But to them, it is just as bad, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's the difficult question: how many more animals should be exploited for you until you change?
No, seriously, I think it's not a difficult question.
Yeah.
It's a tricky question because it's not realistic. Like it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, or you're going to continue
in a
exploiting
day.
animals.
No, like this is not going to change worldwide in a day. So it's like
Not
it's not
worldwide, but
realistic.
for you, in your name.
It's like I know the correct answer is zero, but like even if I become vegan, I know that just for the processes that things have, it's extremely difficult to make decisions that are 100%
But let's not
friendly
let's not
with
let's not do an appeal to nirvana fallacy. You know, we're not saying the world needs to be perfect. Like, let's imagine when slavery was abundant in the world, right? We are still having to this day racial issues, and we're still fighting for them. Imagine if we said back then, well, if we stop slavery, we're still going to have racial issues, so we shouldn't stop slavery, right? Like, it's not a one-time thing. We need to start moving in that direction, and being vegan is the bare baseline, if you ask me. And
So, yeah.
obviously, there will be situations where maybe you accidentally buy a product or something. That's nothing. It's about the intent, right? If your intent is to never exploit an animal, then being vegan is what you need to do. Okay?
Okay.
Let me give you some cards. I'll give you 2 cards. If you scan this QR code, there's a thing there called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day, and help you adopt a plant-based diet for free. I recommend you watch one thing here. It's on top, Dominion. If you scan this QR code, it's pretty gruesome. If you can't watch that, the most important speech you'll ever hear is right under, and it doesn't show it, just discusses, just to know about dairy cows, about honey. Maybe you're not okay with it. It's about animal rights, okay? And for the environment, it is. If you care about the environment, the most water is used by animals in animal agriculture. So,
Yes.
okay.
Fine, okay.
Thank you so much.
You.
Have an awesome day.
Thank you.
And
You too.
respect animals, okay? Appreciate you. Hello, everyone. We started with the we started with the conversation. Let me put the. I gotta put my things here. That was a pretty good conversation. Hello, Axel. Nice to see you, Draculum. Awesome. No, I wanted to scroll up and say hello to everybody, but there's a lot of people in the chat. Hello, everyone. Whew. Yeah, as I was saying, when I left home, I had a bit of a scare with a big bad bug. Well, I don't think they hurt me or something, but I wanted to take them out. Not kill them, just take them out of my house. Hello, Erwin. Nice to see you. Linda. Utops is here. Oh my god, all the awesome people are here. That's cool. Cool to see. You eat avocados, they kill millions of bugs. I don't eat avocados. And you know what? Most of the crops that you claim that crops kill bugs, most of the crops are grown for the animals. So if you have a problem with bugs being killed, then you should be vegan because you would kill considerably less bugs in the process. Sadly, we can't control that. We can't control what choices we make, though. You want to try a social experiment?
German or English?
English.
Yeah.
Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
okay.
So, what's your name?
Elias.
Elias, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. So, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Ah, okay.
Do you think animals deserve rights?
Yeah.
What rights do you think they deserve?
Like the same rights as humans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think they deserve the right to not be enslaved by us?
I
Okay.
think so.
Do you think that animal agriculture enslaves animals?
Can you repeat that, please?
Sure. Do you think that animal agriculture enslaves animals?
No.
No? Do you think that bringing an animal to life, keeping them in your yard or wherever you want, using them for what you need, and then killing them when you can no longer use them, and then eating their flesh, is none of this a sign of treating them like property?
Oh, it is. It is.
It is, yeah. Yeah, so they are enslaved essentially.
I think so too. But you know, I'm not a God gave us them to like they are useful for us. Like in a chicken bringing us eggs, not to kill that chicken, but like
But we do kill those chickens, don't we?
yeah, but I'm not killing those chickens.
But you do pay for it.
No, I don't eat flesh.
No, but you eat eggs, right?
Yeah, I
Are
eat
you
eggs.
vegetarian?
No, I'm a vegetarian.
vegan?
Yeah, vegan. Yeah.
So do you eat eggs?
No, my eggs. Yeah.
What do you mean your eggs?
I have chicken at my home. I'm not from here. I'm from Germany.
Yeah.
I have chicken at my home, and we eat like one time a week from the eggs. So I'm not vegan. I'm like this one above, one under the vegan. Like I'm eating not flesh, but like milk. I drink milk and cheese
Where do you get the milk from?
from my local spot.
What happens to dairy cows? You know? Why do they produce milk?
I think they hold them like animals, not right, like in a small.
Well, let's just go through it. Why do you think cows produce milk? Biologically.
Cost me this milk.
Why do cows produce milk?
I don't know.
Why would a human female produce milk?
To feed a child.
Exactly.
Ah,
Exactly. It's the
okay.
same for cows. They're mammals. So, do you think that they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
Farmers.
Yeah, farmers impregnate them.
That makes sense.
Makes sense. Exactly. Yeah.
Ah.
So when the baby is born, first of all, farmers impregnate them. Do you think that's okay? No. Yeah.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
enslaving animals. Yeah.
Exactly. When the babies are born, they separate them from their mothers. Do you know why they do that?
Because they want to use the cow.
You want to use the milk. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You get it.
Yeah.
If the baby is born male, they're useless to the farm. So what do they do to them?
Kill them?
Exactly.
Oh, what the
That's
fuck?
where veal
I didn't
comes
know
from.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if the baby is born female, every year they impregnate them. Every year they take their milk and their
Child?
babies away from them. Yeah. And they do this repeatedly for like 7 or 8 years, every year, so until the age of 7 to 8, and then they kill them. Cows can live 24 years. Do you know why they kill them at that age, at like a third
Because
of their lifespan?
the flesh is the best. I don't know.
No, that's a good guess. That's how they do it for meat. For meat, they kill them early because of that. But for dairy, they kill them because they can no longer get them pregnant, so they couldn't get milk out of them.
So on the age of 8, they can't get pregnant anymore.
Around that age, it depends on the cow, depends on the farm, depends on a lot of things. But no mammal was made to have babies every year repeatedly. Like even humans or most people have babies once or twice in a lifetime, 3 times maybe. So them having babies 7 times in their lifetime is already too much. So obviously they can't
But it's
get
crazy.
pregnant
Then
easily.
they
Yeah.
get born and on the same step they get pregnant.
Well, not on the same step. They grow them up to a year and then they get them
On a
pregnant.
year,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No, that's,
15
that's
months.
not
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
But, and what can we do about it?
Well, we can choose to be vegan. That's for one thing, right? We can choose to never buy these products. We can choose because when we buy these products, we are essentially supporting the system, right?
Yeah, that's right. But I was thinking the vegan products, like eggs, vegan eggs, that are not, also, what is in it? They are not more chemical than normal eggs, aren't they?
I mean, eggs are also made of chemicals. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you just got to ask yourself if those chemicals are detrimental to you. And I think that these artificial products are usually more rigorously tested. We have this this idea that if a product is highly processed, then it can be bad. But the reality is, not all highly processed foods are
Yeah,
bad.
that was what I was thinking.
Yeah, not all of them are bad. I'm a certified nutritionist. I'll tell you, not all of them are bad. It's like a safe rule: avoid highly processed products because most people
Yeah.
don't know which ingredients to avoid. I would say highly processed meats are extremely bad. Almost always, they increase your chances of colon cancer.
Okay.
The same as red meat. Animal products in general, because they have to use a stabilizer, to keep them shelf stable.
Yeah, to keep
And-
them on a good.
Yeah, and imagine like if you take out a plant, usually plants survive way longer outside, but then if you put up a piece of flesh on the outside,
It's
it gets
2 days,
it
yeah.
gets rotten so
Yeah.
fast. So that's why they need different type of stabilizers.
Stabilizer
and,
to stabilize the food.
Exactly.
So, okay.
Yeah, so that's why they're usually more detrimental when it comes to animal products, but they can be detrimental also in the case of plant-based products.
So my aunt is vegan.
Yeah.
I'm with her here today, but she's not here right now.
Yeah.
We were grilling. You know what grilling?
Yeah.
I don't know my English. is not
Yeah,
good.
yeah, you're doing great.
So she only eats vegan food. So she would vegan meat,
Yeah.
and I didn't know that. I eat it. And it was good.
Yeah.
It was
Some of them
really
are
tasty.
There's some vegan meats who are like actually not some. Most of them are pretty healthy. They're just maybe high in salt. Some of them are high in salt, but a lot of them are just like soy and some spices,
Okay.
and that's not bad. Like soy is very good for you. So-
Yeah, I know.
so,
Yeah. I'm very, I am reading very, very, I don't know the English word, sorry. I'm reading like more books.
Yeah.
Really, really often I read books about eating.
Yeah.
Like what do you eat, what do you need to eat? And I really read books about self-improving yourself.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, to be healthier, to
yeah,
do all of this, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that. But do you think that when we consume these products like foods, we should also be mindful of the victims behind these products, like the animals in this situation?
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Okay. Do you have to go? Because I see you looking in that direction.
My girlfriend's standing there
Yeah,
and she
sure.
waits.
I won't keep you too long. Then
Oh,
I'll ask you
oh,
one
good.
final question.
Yeah.
How many more animals should be exploited, killed, put on in these conditions for you or in your name until you make a change and go vegan?
None.
None.
In
That would
my
mean
name,
going
none.
vegan. That would mean going vegan.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just give you a card before you go.
Yeah, please.
You have my YouTube channel over here,
Ah.
and I urge you to watch Dominion. You just gotta scan this QR code,
Yeah,
and it appears
okay.
on top. And also there, you have a thing called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day, and help you adopt a plant-based diet for free
That's
and be
very
healthy
cool.
and everything.
That's very cool. I will check that out. Thank you, man.
Hey.
Where's your brill?
My glasses.
Yeah.
What's with them?
They're very, very
Oh,
cool.
oh, you like them? Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Where
there's
did you
a
get them from?
there's a store in Amsterdam. I forgot
Ah.
what it's called. Ace and Tate.
Mm-hmm.
They're very cheap.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to make glasses, they make them the same day. So, well, you have to pay extra for the same day. I always don't. I
Is
wait.
it like a style glass or really like you can't see?
No. I can see without them, but not far away. Like I can't read
Ah.
from far away. But,
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay,
got
thank
to
you,
wear them
man.
all the time. Thank you. Cheers.
Good talk.
Have a
Cheers.
good one.
Have a good one.
He was nice, huh? We got 2 nice conversations today. That's pretty good. Lovely guy. Yeah, I agree, Steve. Lovely guy. Lovely guy. Good conversation. Yeah. I felt like he actually felt a little bit of what was said about dairy cows and he engaged and you don't see that a lot. No? That's pretty rare that we see it. So it's a happy thing to see. It's a good thing to see. So, you want to try a social experiment? Just accept to be admired, says Axel. Admired? Why? For my glasses? Yeah, Ace and Tate, man. Like if you want to buy, well, they're not cheap, but they're also not expensive. They're somewhere mid, and they're pretty high quality. And they make them in 1 week, or you can make them the same day if you want to pay extra. But who's got money for that? Oh, somebody's thinking we're forcing them to be. Hey, Kimmy Cap, nice to see you here. Hello, Tessa. Awesome people in the chat today. Daniel, greetings from fellow humans. Greetings, Chip. Hope you'll have a lovely day. I'm having a okay day. I don't know what to tell you. Today I did an experiment. I woke up at 5 a.m. and had breakfast. Just to see if I can eat before the gym, and then I went back to sleep for an hour. Really weird thing to do, by the way. And went to the gym expecting, my strength will be amazing today because I ate today before the gym. But all I felt was like sluggish. I felt pretty sluggish because of eating. I felt like I wanted to fart and I was holding in farts the whole time. So it was not the best gym experience. So I'm gonna go fasted from now on as I usually do. Feel off today too, says Axel. Yeah, Axel, and just a lot of dumb stuff has been happening to me. Just the smallest, dumbest things, just that's okay. It's okay. We'll work through it. It's refreshing to see such honesty. Yeah, I'm an honest person. I don't see everybody goes through stuff like this, don't they? Why wouldn't we be honest about that? You guys want to try a social experiment?
No, thank you.
There's a lot of Germans today. I think they were Germans also. Grilled Wagyu meat is the best. Yeah, maybe for you, but for the cow, it's the worst thing that can happen to them. They were brought to life only to be exploited and killed for you, for something that you're gonna forget about. You're gonna forget about it in a couple of days, a week maybe, and their flesh is always gone. Their life is always taken away from them. One whole existence, one whole life taken for what? For 10 minutes food, 15 minutes food? I don't know, man. I value animals' life definitely more than a meal. Yeah, you love eating meat. I know you do. I know a lot of people love eating meat. You can always have plant-based meat. You don't need to pay for animals to be exploited and killed. You don't need to pay for violence towards innocent animals. No matter how much you love meat, they love their life considerably more than you love meat. Believe it or not, that is 100% true. And they're victims of your choices. Is eating tofu better than meat? I mean, depends on what you're asking. Can you get more protein? I think so, because you can get more calories in. There's tofu that is incredibly low in calories and high in protein. So, and essentially, you would be getting more protein per calorie. So, yeah, you could get more protein in the end. Is it tastier? I think so. I think if you spice it up nicely, marinate it a little bit, it's definitely tastier. Is it cheaper? Most of the time it is. Not if you probably not if you get the high protein one, but most of the time tofu is cheaper. But it's all about the animals. It's not about how we food. Jerk smoked tofu is amazing. Yeah. I'm obsessed with smoked tempeh these days. Actually, I'm kind of over even smoked tempeh. I'm now going through the Indonesian tempeh stage, like with Indonesian spices and marinated a little bit. Oh, god damn it, that's good. Meat is the best to you, yet again, not to the innocent animals that were exploited and killed for you. To them, their life is everything. To you, that one meal is definitely not everything. It's just one meal which you forget about. It's almost meaningless. So to take somebody's everything away for something completely meaningless to you, I don't know, man. I would think twice. I would not be such a dick to animals. I would try to be a little bit more respectful. At the end of the day, we all deserve to live equally. None of us have more rights to live than each other. Tofu is high protein anyway, man. Tempeh isn't bad. I find I need to steam it first to get rid of that weird flavor. I freaking love that weird flavor. You get used to it, man. Once you get used to that weird flavor, you're like, you start craving it. It's really insane. It's a good one. I might need to move. There's not a lot of people here. So I might need to move, okay? Let's see. We've had a couple of conversations, yeah. The brain evolved from eating cooked meat. Yeah, the brain evolved from eating cooked meat because we needed calories in. That's no longer a problem today. We can get as many calories as we want from a plant-based diet. You wanna try it? Okay. Sure, okay. Thank you. There's a person who was looking at me with their child. You should flex and grunt, says Benchy. Why should I flex and grunt? Actually, my muscles are getting pretty good. I do need to work on my triceps a little bit. They're kind of lagging behind. I haven't worked on my arms at all for like 2 months. Just been grinding, bench pressing and stuff. But I noticed that in my bench press, the sticky point is at the top where the triceps basically kick in. I don't know why. But yeah, it is what it is. I definitely have not exercised them almost at all, so I guess it's a good sign. That means all the other muscles, everything I've been doing has been working. What's the best protein-based vegan food? I would say soy chunks are the best. Depends on what you mean by best. Soy chunks are the highest in protein per calorie. Personally, tofu I find is probably the best because it's the most versatile, the most available, the cheapest. Well, actually, maybe soy chunks are cheaper, but tofu is a little bit more versatile. It's easier to use. You want to try a search experiment? Hey, Felix, nice to see you here. Are we getting a lot of plants have feelings type of stuff? Oh, brother. Plants do not have feelings. To say that would mean to be extremely disingenuous, would mean to be, I don't know, coming up with the most ridiculous reasons. Because really, in such a context, when you bring up plants have feelings, what you're essentially saying is that, well, no matter what I choose, somebody with feelings will be killed. Well, that isn't the case. You want to try a social experiment? Even if you, oh, you see, I see. You see what the problem is? I'm sorry. Even if you think that a plant, sorry, I missed my train of thought because I realized what the problem is. I'm on the wrong side of the road. I will have to move on the other side, but it's sunny there, and I'm like dreading it. So even if you think plants have feelings, even if when your mentality is that, oh, I'll be killing a plant, a being who has feelings or not, whatever. They don't, by the way. But you know, if you don't want to look at scientific evidence and you just want to be, you know, a quack and believe that plants have feelings, then you know what can I say about that? But I can tell you that even in that situation, it is still morally preferable to be vegan. Even if plants had feelings, it would still be preferable to be vegan because you know a plant-based diet kills less plants in the process. You may not realize that. It sounds counterintuitive, but we forget that animals that we kill, the animals that we bring to life, the animals that we oppress, the animals that we sexually exploit, all the animals that we literally treat like objects in animal agriculture have to be fed way more plants than we would otherwise eat. So, yeah, and if you're thinking, yeah, but they eat the plants that we don't eat, well, that's not true. Most of the times they're fed soy, corn, and even if they would eat the plants that we wouldn't eat, even if that were the case, we could still use that land and grow plants for ourselves that we can eat. So, no, it is nonsensical. So, yeah, stop it with the ridiculous excuses. I'm gonna move on the other side of the road. The problem is that here, I have to put my sign on that side, and people are coming mostly from this side. So yeah, give me 1 second, and we'll move together. Just your opinion. No, it's not my opinion. Everything I've said is factual. If you want my opinion, I think it's ridiculous to come up with an excuse to for violence towards defenseless creatures. That is my opinion. If you want my opinion is that you have to be a real coward to start justifying the oppression that we do to animals simply because you get some form of benefit from it. I think you have to be a real cuck for animal agriculture if you start defending the practices and the things that they do. Because you know what? All they do is they try to get money out of you and don't really give a shit about you, don't really give a shit about animals. In fact, you know what? During these times, just as a simple thing, you don't believe in, but listen to this. During these times, when everybody was complaining that the egg prices are high, wouldn't you know it? The big corporations of food were making profit. How does that happen? How do they make profit? Because they profit out of you guys choosing to give them money, And my problem isn't even that. Like, if you want to spend your money trying to make corporations that are literally taking advantage of you bigger, far be it from me to judge that. My problem is with the animal exploitation, abuse, and slaughter that these corporations are doing. My problem is with that. So, you know, maybe choose to support a different industry, one that is not inherently violent and oppressive. Okay, we got your cap on. We moved on this side where it's sunny. It's very hot. Want to try a social experiment? I ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit. It's okay, enjoy your day. It's very hot here. But we're doing it, we're doing it. I am oiled up. And we will oil ourselves. Well, I will oil myself. We will not. There will be no oiling of together oiling, just me oiling myself together. Well, together, sorry, in front of you. I will be oiling myself up in front of you soon. Imagine that. Imagine the stream that we're in. Yeah, I did oil up. Yeah, I applied sunscreen, and I recommend everybody, if you're going to be standing in the sun, that you apply sunscreen. Still no girlfriend. Why do you assume that I'm straight? And why do you assume? Well, I like this whole thing about having a partner is also one of the things that I have a problem with in society. How about we just, let people be who they want to be? Is that really bothering you that much that I don't have a partner? Good God, nobody cares. Exactly, nobody cares. Thank you for that. What everybody cares about is, rights being stripped away, violence being inflicted on defenseless creatures, oppression happening under your nose and in your name. You should care about that. So if you don't want that to happen, perhaps you should go vegan and stop exploiting innocent animals. Otherwise, you will be just that, supporting needless oppression, violence. Want to try a social experiment? I'm also dressed all in black, so it's getting hotter by that. It's also, if I'm on this side where it's sunny, I can't see the screen too well. Yeah. It's so ridiculous, man, that people end up defending this. It's so ridiculous that people defend violence towards these beautiful sentient beings. It's so ridiculous. And you know what the sad part about it is? Because I noticed that, especially in this chat right here, people who come into the chats where animal rights activists are trying to speak to people, trying to make them understand, they're coming in here and trying to troll. They're coming in here and trying to be like, oh, meat is good. As if that actually is even half an argument. It's not even an argument. It's not even half an argument. It means nothing. So you like it. Who gives a shit? How does that justify the oppression and violence towards animals? And it's so sad that you come in here and you do that. Like, imagine me fighting for women's rights, for, I don't know, any type of human rights, and people coming in here and trolling me for doing that. That would be really bad, wouldn't it? Hitler was a vegan. No, he was not. That's so stupid. Hitler was not a vegan. And even if he were, why would that matter, dude? That's so funny. Hitler was not even a vegetarian, first of all. That's usually the claim, that Hitler was a vegetarian, but he was not even that. And second, even if he were that, why does that mean anything? Hitler went to the bathroom. Does that mean you shouldn't go to the bathroom? Come on. Who gives a shit? I bet you don't even know what being vegan is, whoever said that. Yeah, like, look at this guy, look. Coming in here and spamming with meat emojis. As if, look at you. You're right. Look at you. You came in here, you spammed meat emojis. Oh my God. Why have I been vegan all this time? You're right, I never thought about that. Thank you for spamming meat emojis. That totally changes my mind now. It's so stupid. What do you hope to accomplish from that? Oh. Swear to God, man. I swear to God. Hey, you want to try a social experiment?
Let's do it.
Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Of course. Why not?
You want to come here so that you know? What's your name?
Demos.
A little bit like here?
Yeah.
Perfect. Love it. Dimas. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Chip. Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
From Chicago.
Yes.
Okay, so Dimas, what's your take on oppression? Do you think oppression is good or bad?
I'll put it in context. In what way?
So if somebody with power, an individual with power, wants to oppress an individual without power, should they be allowed to do it?
No, absolutely not. Everyone should have free will under certain guidelines, and I think oppression will only instill negative values in people for generations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So oppression doesn't necessarily have to be on a mass scale. It can also be from one individual to another. Essentially, it means being cruel and unjust towards somebody.
Okay.
So do you think that oppression is justified if the individual who's being oppressed does not realize that they're oppressed?
If they don't realize they're being oppressed, it's never correct to be oppress an individual. However, it takes that certain person to enlighten himself.
Maybe they cannot. Maybe they're intellectually challenged or something.
Okay, so what's the solution? It's never
I-
right to oppress another person.
No. So then the oppressor should stop, right?
The oppressor for sure should stop.
Yeah.
Because that's taking advantage of someone's kind heart, mental state, and values.
Do you think culture, tradition, or habit are any reasons for continuing oppression?
No, not at all.
No.
I think as society we all have to evolve.
Exactly.
You know, if things happened generations ago that we thought were acceptable 1,000 years ago, they're not okay today.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you one final question, and you might flip around and you might say oppression is okay, and you might start defending it, okay?
Okay, sure.
So what about animals? Do you think we should be oppressing animals?
Well, that's a good question to ask, actually. We should not be oppressing animals. I am very much against animals being housed and caged. Well, housing, we say cats and dogs, right?
Yeah.
I'm against birds being caged. I'm against
So chickens should not be caged.
no. And as a matter of fact, on a larger scale, I think a lot of food, we have to rethink our food chain.
Yeah.
And I think oppression, just because they don't know any better or they have no choice, doesn't mean we have jurisdiction over their well-being.
Exactly. Do you think that farm animals, is there any way to farm an animal without oppressing them?
Well, I think you can give it a decent life. I think.
But you're still killing them at the end of the day, right? Is that not oppressive?
Oh God, that's a very good statement. I'm completely against what I've seen, livestock, how it's being handled.
Yeah.
It's very cruel.
Yeah.
I have to say I'm pretty. I'm against most oppression, even with animals, and I think as humans we'll find another way to get our food intake.
Yeah.
And you know,
Do you think you can thrive on a plant-based diet?
I don't know that. I think that's for a dietitian to find out.
I'm a certified nutritionist, by the way, but I'm a certified nutritionist.
Oh,
by
you
the way.
are?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so you
Interesting.
can definitely thrive on a plant-based diet, but you don't trust me. So you can look it up yourself. I don't.
No,
I don't
I'm
want people.
listening.
I don't want people to trust an authority. I usually like people to do their own research and see
believe
for
you.
themselves. So if let's imagine that we start on the premise that we can thrive on a plant-based diet. Do you think that buying any animal product would then be a sign of supporting a form of oppression?
I believe so. I think if you really want to reduce it to the mass people,
Yeah.
it will happen in steps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
100 years ago, people would never think about having soy milk,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And here we are now, soy milk and almond milk and all that kind of stuff. And look what they did to the cows, right? They keep injecting them with everything.
Oh, milk is the worst. Do you know what cows produce milk?
No,
So they do it for their babies, right? They have to have babies. Do you think they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
oh, by far. Farmers are in charge of every aspect of their livelihood. They have no choices for anything.
Exactly.
And that's actually a good point. That's a very big part of oppression right there.
Yeah,
It's cruel.
you said it yourself, right? So when the babies are born, so farmers impregnate them. When the babies are born, they separate them from their mothers.
That's bad too.
Do you
That's
know why
wrong.
they do that?
They do that so they don't build a connection.
Yeah.
So it's easier to displace the animal as a being, so they feel less guilty about killing it.
Well, that's one thing, but they do it so that they don't get attached. That's one thing, but also so that they don't drink the milk, because if they stay too long with their mother, they get attached and they want to drink more milk.
I see
And the
your point.
farmers need to control how much milk they're drinking, as you said, they need to control every aspect of it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
And if the baby is born male, what do you think happens to them?
if the baby's born male,
They
let's
don't
see.
produce milk.
They probably don't have a long shelf life. I think they get
Yeah.
you right to the slaughterhouse, right?
Yeah, that's where veal comes from. It's
Yeah.
from the dairy industry.
Yeah, I know. I'm Greek, so I know with crazy lamb stories and veal and all that. It's horrible. Lamb.
Yeah, and if the baby is born female, every year impregnated babies taken and exploited for their milk repeatedly year over year until the age of 7 or 8 when they kill them. Cows can live 24 years, 24, 25. So they kill them at a third of their lifespan. Do you know why they kill them then?
I don't.
Because they can no longer get them pregnant.
So they fulfill their purpose, and therefore man dictates
They should
it's
be
time
killed.
for you to go.
This is.
That's horrible.
Do you think we're treating them like objects at the end of the day?
I think you're right. We do, and I think there should be more public awareness.
That's why I'm trying to sit here and
Yeah,
talk to
I
people.
think
Yeah.
talking to you opened my eyes. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not like I go and buy a steak and all this and that. I try to go the other direction. However, I think in 100 years, or maybe 50 to 100 years, I think there will be no question. Things will change in the direction that you're saying.
I agree. I think so too. It's and do you think that right now at this moment, do you think you can do something about it? Do you have some responsibility in what happens this year?
Yeah, you can not buy it.
Exactly. That's all I'm asking people is stop buying it, adopt a plant-based diet, whatever that works for you.
And it's you're a better person for it. I think there's other forms of protein. I think there's other forms of
Exactly.
milk, right?
Yeah.
And what's wrong with eating vegetables and fruits?
They're very healthy for us. There's nothing wrong. It's insane. Man, I appreciate you so much,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
What's your name again?
Demos.
Demos.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're awesome. I
Absolutely.
appreciate you. You're so open-minded. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you this card. You can take it with you. Scan this QR code and watch the minion, just to see what animal agriculture does.
I will.
And one thing over there, also somewhere down the line, I think it's maybe the third or fourth thing that appears on the page, is a thing called Challenge 22. If you need help, they hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day
That's
and
a nice
help you
idea.
adopt a plant-based diet for free.
I'm trying to get in that direction slowly,
Yeah.
but I'm very aware, and I love Rick and Morty.
Same. Just keep in mind. Oh, just keep in mind that even one animal product can mean one innocent animal goes through this process. And if you were in their shoes, you would want the other person to stop, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You're right. Thank you
Yeah.
for taking your time.
Hey, have an awesome day. Cheers,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you.
What an awesome person, huh? Jesus. Wow. God damn it, man. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. Yeah. Nice person. You know what's weird? Now that the sun is like shining on these things, they're becoming a little bit wobblier. But yeah, nice person. Yeah. I wish to be mic'd. You wish to be mic'd? Milked, I guess you meant? You want to be milked? I think you can, I don't know in which country you live, but I'm sure you can pay somebody to do that for you. But that does not mean you should pay others to be milked also, by the way. That's just to be clear. Because if you want to be milked, it doesn't mean that I want to be milked or that you should pay for me to be milked, okay? Just to be clear on that. You want that, others may not. So don't pay for me to be milked, don't pay for cows to be milked. Just, pay for yourself to be milked if that's what you're going for. That's fine. We're not here to judge. To each their own. Whatever kink you have. But if it's your kink, keep it yours. Let's not oppress others for our own kinks, our own wants, or anything else, okay? I think it's gonna be hard to stay in the sun today. I wanted to stay for longer, but the sun is really a dick. Let me apply sunscreen. The oiling up moment, everybody. No, but just out of curiosity, how would I go about paying for you to get milked? I don't know. I'm just saying. I do not consent to it. And if I don't consent to it, you shouldn't do it to me. You shouldn't force me. Just like you shouldn't force, cows to be milked. They didn't consent to it. They didn't consent to be forcibly impregnated. The sun is not very vegan, but my lotion is. It's vegan and ocean respect. I don't know what ocean respect means, but my sunscreen respects the ocean. I think probably it just means it doesn't hurt the coral reef. Wait, the sun isn't vegan? Of course the sun is vegan. I mean, depends on what you go by the definition. The sun is a vegan product. It's not a vegan individual. Okay, oiled up a little bit more. Let's see what's going on. Evil Stephen, we're here. We're here. Well, I'm not queer, but I'm something, and I'm here to speak up for animals. Great. I moved on this side, and now there's more people on that side. Great. There's just no winning. There's just no winning here. There is Carrie on YouTube. That's a good one to watch. Good one. Good one, Neil Smith. Sometimes this is part of the whole thing, isn't it? We're just sitting here having conversations, well, waiting for people to come and talk to us. Maybe a little bit later we'll just be holding a sign. Never back down, fella. What do you mean by back down? I'm fighting for animal rights. I will not stop fighting for animal rights. Perhaps I'll have times when I fight less and times when I fight more. That's only normal, isn't it? See, do we have some questions? I knew you are doing the right thing. Have a great day, everyone, says Nini Benny. Hey, Nini Benny, what's on your sign? My sign is saying, I'm doing a social experiment, come talk to me. Umbrella is good against the sun. Yeah, I know, it's just that you need a special type of umbrella that's good against the sun, right? Otherwise, it doesn't really protect against UV radiation. You need I think, a UV umbrella. And for a UV umbrella, first of all, I think they're expensive. And second, I don't know where to put them. They would need to be pretty high up or something, right? Because the sun is somewhere there. They would have to be big enough for me because, you know, I move from here to here. So it's kind of difficult. It's okay. I'll just be in the sun. Hi, you okay being on my YouTube channel first? I'm live on my YouTube channel. Want to be here so that you're in view? What's your name?
My name's Daisy.
Daisy, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I live in Florida.
You live in Florida. Love it. So, how do you feel about animals, Daisy?
I love animals. I work with animals.
You love animals. You work with animals. Okay. Okay. What do you love about animals?
Oh gosh, I think the biodiversity of the world enriches our lives.
Okay. Do you think that animals, like I'm an animal rights activist, just to be clear, and I fight for the rights of animals. Do you think animals deserve the right to not be enslaved?
Yes.
Do you think you can love animals while at the same time pay for them to be enslaved?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
How does that work?
I think a lot of people do love animals, but at the same time they do go to facilities that aren't great and up to snuff. I think there is a cognitive dissonance there for people, but at the same time, sometimes I think the desire to be near animals overrides people's better judgment.
I see what you mean, but there is a contradiction in that, right? Like
I do believe there is a contradiction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think animal agriculture enslaves animals?
It depends how it's done.
Depends how it's done.
It depends how it's done.
So, in any type of farming, it requires us to control the breeding process of an animal so that we bring to life an animal, we use them, and then we kill them when we want to. Is this not a
That's
form
not
of...
factual.
Yes, that's in all farms. That's what farming essentially
No,
means.
that's not factual.
So what is farming to you then?
So farming is the control of life cycles of organisms for the benefit of humans, but it doesn't necessarily involve the killing of an animal at the end.
Okay.
So in milk pastoralism, they rely on the animals for their livelihoods, but it doesn't necessarily involve the human killing of an animal. Instead, they eat the animal when it passes away naturally. So not all forms of farming or pastoralism actually involve human slaughtering of the animals.
Do you think that what you just said actually happens anywhere in this world?
Yes, it happens all across Africa, including the Maasai tribe, the Zulu tribe, and several other tribes.
Sure, but do you think is that what you're paying for?
No, generally not.
Generally not, right. So do you pay for animal products?
Yes.
Yeah, so then you pay for what I just described, right? Like this
Yes.
idea of bringing it to life. So do you think there's a contradiction there in your values where you're saying... Absolutely. Okay,
Yeah.
so what would get you to stop paying for animal products then? Because,
I
so that you don't have this contradiction
do
anymore.
my absolute best to purchase products from humane farming, and I do my best to reduce my meat consumption, both for the animals and also for climate change purposes. I think it is a lot to ask people to not use any animal products at all, and even if you don't eat them, you do use them in other ways. So it is like what? Like clothing?
Yeah, I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about clothing, entertainment,
like
all of it.
transport
Yeah.
of products, especially in our globalized culture. Any product that you're using, the likelihood that it was produced with animal labor, transported by animals, is extremely high. So what you're saying about animal enslavement...
Does that morally justify paying for animal products, for animals to be exploited and killed for optional food or optional clothing? So I understand
but
that...
what you're saying is, if you want to get away from that, it's going to be a lot more complicated than you think. It's not just eating meat. It could be something like not wearing cotton clothing,
Sure.
because they used animal labor.
Okay,
to
let
farm
me
that.
make it simple. If you have the option between choosing a product that you know exploits an animal and choosing a product where you don't know if they exploit an animal or not, then shouldn't you choose the one where you don't know rather than the one where you do know?
And I do as often as I can.
Okay, but then you still buy meat and dairy, I'm assuming?
Yes.
So that doesn't sound like you do as often as you can, because you don't need to buy meat or dairy.
The meat and dairy I buy is humanely farmed.
So please describe to me how it's compassionate and benevolent to bring to life a sentient being and kill them for an optional product.
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying
You
there
said
is
it's humane.
cognitive...
Humane means compassionate and benevolent.
Humane farming means that it is killed in the most compassionate way that we can do.
So killing is compassionate. Can killing be compassionate ever? Well, when it
Yes.
comes to when it comes to your interest, not the interest of the individual, because we don't kill them for their interest. We don't kill them because they would suffer. We kill them because we want to kill them, right?
Yes.
So can killing in the interest of the person doing the killing ever be humane? Ever be, as you said, compassionate?
I don't think it's compassionate, but it can be done in a way that minimizes suffering.
Sure.
So the animal doesn't suffer in
But
the
then can't you just
process.
skip all of it? Because the animal doesn't only suffer when they're killed, they also suffer when they're separated from their mother, when they've been brought to life.
In humane farming, they don't suffer during their life.
They do.
Then they're killed in a way that minimizes suffering.
So are you willing
Ideally.
to change your mind about this, or are you very fixed on these positions that you have?
I'm always willing to change my mind. And there's absolutely cognitive dissonance every time you eat an animal product or anything like that, I think.
So do you think you can thrive on a plant-based diet?
I have tried and no, due to a chronic illness I have.
So do you think you can thrive on a plant-based diet?
No, due to a chronic illness I have.
What chronic illness do you have?
That's none of your business.
Sorry,
Sorry.
I'm a certified nutritionist, and I'm asking because maybe I could help you out.
I've talked to many doctors.
Like dietitians?
Yes.
Okay, and they say that it's mandatory to consume animal products.
They say it's mandatory to consume a certain amount of protein, and I found it impossible
protein.
to
Okay,
do
okay,
without.
Okay. So do
With
you
a
think that,
completely
how much
plant-based
protein do you
diet.
get per day?
That's a great question. I tried to do at least 70 grams.
Oh, I had 350 grams yesterday.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, so you can definitely get protein from a plant-based diet, right?
Yeah, how much money do you spend?
Well, yesterday I did spend a lot of money because I also ate a lot of calories, of course. But when it comes to my diet overall, I actually spent considerably less since before being on a plant-based diet. And inflation has
great.
risen, so
Yeah,
so
that's
that
great.
means that it's considerably
Where do
cheaper.
you live?
Here in Netherlands.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a little harder in America.
Well, actually, I lived in America for 3 months in North Carolina. My sister lives in North Carolina, and it was I actually specifically looked at the prices they pay versus the prices that I pay, and I was splurging and buying meat replacements and stuff like that, and I still ended up being cheaper.
What year?
Last year.
It's changed a bit.
It's changed a bit, but how does that morally justify? Because you see,
It
you're on
doesn't.
vacation in Amsterdam. I'm sure you have enough money to adopt a plant-based diet. And even if you don't, let's assume that I can give you resources that would help you adopt a plant-based diet within your needs and within your budget. How does that morally justify the violence towards animals?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
I'm not saying it does.
Okay. So how many more animals should be exploited and killed in your name?
I'm not saying any should.
Any should. So how many should?
I'm not saying that any should, but I am asking you to have some compassion for humans
animals?
as well.
Well, wait, do you think in the case of an oppressor oppressing an individual, do you think we should have compassion for the oppressor or for the individual that's being oppressed? Because you can make different choices, can't you?
Of course we can make different choices, but I think you're making it a little simpler than it is, to be honest.
I think you're making it a little bit more difficult than it is, to be honest, because you are making choices every time you let's say for food, you are making choices, are you not?
Sorry, she's laughing because she's been a vegetarian for 33 years, and even she doesn't think that it's possible for everybody to be a vegetarian.
It's okay,
in
you
the
can
world.
be. Doesn't really matter. You can be.
I have tried. Yes, I
Yeah,
have
so
tried.
so
to
it
be.
doesn't matter if everybody can be. The fact of the matter is that you can be.
Do you think that's realistic?
That you can be, yes.
Do you think it's realistic that everyone's going to be a vegetarian?
If the people who can be actually will be, and not vegetarian but vegan, because dairy is just as oppressive as meat. So if the people who can adopt a plant-based diet will, then yes, everybody can adopt a plant-based diet.
Do you eat quinoa?
No. Why? What's the problem with quinoa?
Do you know how many humans have died because of farming quinoa?
Do you know how many humans have died because of farming animals?
No, I'm just asking. Do you know that tofu has a higher carbon footprint
That's not
than
true.
dairy?
That's not true.
It is absolutely factual.
Why? Explain to me. So you
Tofu
think because
doesn't go on trees.
no, it's made of.
It's made of soy.
Okay.
Do you know how water intensive soy is to
so
grow?
1 second. Okay, that's good. Oh, good. It is. So what do we use most of the soy for?
You have another person who wants to talk to you. I will just leave you
To
with
feed the animals.
absolutely. I will just leave you with
Yes.
I believe that we
80%
will
of the
do-
soy we grow for food, we grow to feed the animals. So that you're factually wrong on that one.
I will just leave you with I believe.
Plus the IPCC
It has
already
been-
says that you're wrong about that.
Right.
one.
It has been proven that we will do more good for the planet if we ask people to everyone reduce their meat consumption rather than asking a few people.
It
to
has
be
been
vegan.
proven. Who has been proven this? I'm an animal rights activist. I look at studies on how to speak to people almost every day. But you seem to have a study that it has been proven. So please enlighten me. Who has proven this?
Al Gore.
Al Gore has proven this. Oh, and Al Gore is the knows everything about the environment, or
well,
about.
I mean,
or,
his
or, I'm sorry.
organization does.
Or about this. No, I would argue IPCC is considerably better knowledge for the environment. And how does that relate to animal rights, by the way? Because I'm speaking about animal rights. I
Well,
don't-
it doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay. So yet again, I don't think we should. The environment should matter more than animal rights. Do you think it should?
Yes.
Yeah. So does the environment matter more than human rights also?
Yes.
Really? So you would
Yes.
kill your friend to save the environment?
The environment will kill us all if we don't care about it enough. So it does matter quite a bit.
So you would kill your friend to save the
No,
environment?
of course not.
So then your friend obviously matters more than the environment, doesn't it? So then it's pretty clear that human rights matter more than environment, just like animal rights matter more, because individuals matter more. We should not oppress individuals to save the environment. We need to save the environment without oppressing them. The ends don't justify the means. Two wrongs don't make a right.
You want to know what I do for a living?
What do you do for a
Just
living?
to end with you, I rescue injured birds from the wild and heal them and release them.
And then you go home and pay for other birds to be exploited and killed?
I work with raptors and they eat other birds. So every day I buy dead birds to feed to the birds that I will heal and return to the wild. So if you're asking me if
Yeah, but
there's-
that's necessary, isn't it? What
Oh,
you're
is
doing
it?
is it not?
I'm sorry, did two wrongs make a right?
No, but that's a
Isn't
difference.
every life
There's a
valuable?
difference. It's not about choice, right?
Oh, is
Do
it
you have
not?
a choice? Do you have
Should
a choice?
I not kill the chicken to
So
feed
do you
the
have a
eagle?
choice? Do you have a choice?
I do have a choice. I could not kill the chicken to feed the eagle. I could
Would
let
the
the
eagle die?
die.
Yeah, you see? But you would also, for yourself, you would have the choice between killing innocent sentient beings or not, wouldn't you? So why is it that you
I
choose to
guess-
kill innocent sentient beings?
I guess I should let the eagle die then. I mean, it's
No,
already
I'm not talking about
injured.
that. You're doing great there. I'm just asking you, how does that morally justify you choosing for innocent sentient beings to be exploited and killed?
And I already told you it doesn't. Everyone
So
has
then
a
why are you
cognitive
trolling me
dissonance
with this
when they eat
nonsense
animals.
bullshit? I fight for animal rights and you're here trolling me. What kind of person
But I
are you?
actually save animals
What
every
kind of
day,
person
and you're
are
out
you?
here yelling at me.
I'm not even yelling at you. I'm actually very calm and actually telling you that you are paying for oppression
Okay.
towards animals and you can choose otherwise.
Have a
I've been calm the
wonderful
whole
day.
way. And now you're just behaving like an asshole. For what?
No,
For
you're
what?
just trolling me on
Why? Why would you be trolling me when I fight for animal rights? You say you fight for animals also. You don't really care about animals. You only care about the animals that you care about. If you cared about all animals, you would choose to no longer oppress animals, would you?
That's really not a fair thing to say.
Well, it is if you're paying for animal oppression. It is.
I've been a vegetarian for 35 years.
You're also paying for oppression,
I'm
yes.
a climate rights activist.
This is what you're paying for. Look,
I'm a vegetarian.
so you pay for
35
dairy
years.
products.
35
You pay for dairy products?
I keep trying every day to be a vegan. But
So you are supporting oppression.
He was a vegan for a while too. It's not so easy. Every day I say to myself,
I don't think you
"It's
know
better
what
for
being
the-
vegan is.
It's better for the climate to be a vegan.
If you guys want to come, you can come and talk to me because over here.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what you're talking about, so tell me your spiel.
So I'm trying to
First
fight for
off,
animal rights.
My
Hi, I'm
name is
Chip.
Cameron.
Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel, Cameron?
That's fine. Hello.
Hi, Cameron. So I'm fighting for animal rights. I'm trying to get people to stop oppressing animals. Do you think
Okay.
people should stop oppressing animals?
I think that's a good effort. I
Yeah.
think that's something that's worthwhile.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you think that when you buy animal products, you're supporting animal oppression?
sure.
Do you
but,
think you can choose
here,
otherwise?
Can I ask you some
Sure.
questions?
Let's just go through this. So you are
Yeah.
supporting oppression. Do you think you can make a different choice and still be
Uh,
healthy?
I think that ultimately it's futile to make a different choice.
That's not the question. Do you think you can make a different choice and still be healthy?
I do.
Okay.
I think that you can be vegan and be healthy.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary though.
Okay. So now tell me, why is it futile to adopt a plant-based diet and save up to 100 animals per year?
Well, to me, I think it doesn't alleviate suffering. So suffering is something that we are always going to deal with and that all sentient beings are going to have to deal with. And I think that it's just our short-sightedness as humans that we don't recognize that suffering also is a problem that the plants deal with too. I think that if you look at studies,
Plants suffer, really?
you're laughing, but
Plants don't
if you
suffer, man,
look
come on.
at
What do
studies
plant-
on how
Where would the suffering happen in plants? Because the suffering happens. Where does
they
the suffering
release-
happens for you?
they release pheromones and
Sure, where does
they-
the
and
suffering
they-
happen
they
for you?
show stress.
Where does the suffering happen for you?
For me?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I
In
don't
your
understand
body,
the question.
where does the suffering happen? Where does the suffering take place?
Where does the suffer? That's a deep question.
In your brain.
In my brain?
Yeah, your brain is the
Perhaps.
one generating all of it. That's
Oh, so you're saying because they don't have
Yeah.
a central
They're not
nervous system,
sentient, yeah.
that they're not sentient.
Sure, but let's imagine. Look,
this
listen,
is
listen.
an
I'm not even
argument.
going to debate with
This
you.
is my
You think
own
plants are
opinion.
sentient, whatever.
Yeah, I think
I
sentience is in
think that's
everything, you know.
I think that's an unscientific opinion saying that plants are sentient or that they have a subjective experience of the world or that they have emotions, whatever. But you know what? You deal with it. Let's agree to disagree on that one. I don't have the studies on me, but there are studies that show the opposite of what you're saying. But even if you do think that plants are sentient, wouldn't you say it's morally preferable to kill less of them?
Oh, because agriculture is required for for animal
we kill
agricultural-
considerably more,
yeah.
and we exploit the animal on top of that. So you would be choosing between exploitation and killing of, as you call it, individuals who feel, versus killing less individuals who feel and no exploitation. So why would you ever make the choice to exploit a sentient being, take their life, and kill other individuals who you say feel?
I think that it doesn't really make a difference. That's what I'm trying to say.
Who doesn't it make a difference to?
there's-
I
yeah.
think to the individuals that you are choosing not to oppress, it can make a difference, can it not? Or does it not make a difference to you?
I don't think it makes a difference in the grand scheme of things in life.
But let me put it this way.
I think that eating meat is a natural, and that is a
Sure.
part of
Let's
being
not appeal to
human.
nature. Let's not appeal to nature. Appealing to nature doesn't really solve anything, right? Something being natural doesn't mean it's good.
So would you say the difference between a human and a lion is that we can make the choice? Is that the argument?
One
you
of
would
the
make?
arguments, yes.
Yeah.
A human and a lion, a human has choices, one. And two, a human has moral values, where
So
a lion
it's not immoral
probably
for
don't.
a lion to eat a gazelle, but it would
not-
be for a man to do so
If they have a choice, yes.
if they have the choice.
Yeah. So even if you think, oh, see, I forgot my point because you said something before that. But yet again, we come back to the same thing. Oh, you said it's futile, right? So let's imagine that I would want to kill you, right? It would be futile.
Okay.
It would mean anything in the grand scheme of things, would it? But it would mean
No, it
everything
wouldn't.
to you.
It would mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
I
So
get
there
what
you
you're
go. So
saying.
why wouldn't we
Sure.
respect the same for animals?
Because they're not human.
Because they're
Sorry.
not human?
'Cause they're not
okay,
human.
sure.
Yeah.
So what is the morally significant difference between a human being and an animal that justifies the difference in view?
Well, they're just not capable of being a part of a society like we have.
So if we find a
So
human
they're-
being who's not capable of being a part of a society like
Oh,
we are,
damn.
would it be
That's a
okay to
good one.
oppress them?
You flipped that real quick. That was good. I like that. You're good at this. No, I wouldn't say that. You see, it's definitely
This isn't me
it's
trying to
definitely
get you, by the way.
complicated. No, I know it's not. You're making good points.
Yeah.
I'm saying you're good at debating.
Okay, thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure. I'm not happy by the way. Thank you. Appreciate that.
But
compliment.
yeah, you kind of stumped me there. There, point for the vegans. I gotta go, but
sure. Well, what do you think being vegan means, by the way?
I think it means adhering to a plant-based lifestyle. So not wearing leather, not eating meat.
It's about the animals. It's not about what you do. It's about respecting animals. It's about choosing to not
Yeah.
oppress them, especially knowing that you can choose not to.
Right.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's not. It's like veganism is to animals what feminism is to women. It's respecting their rights. Of course,
Yeah.
there's a consequence. You're not gonna bring them to life to kill them and eat their flesh, or bring them to life to kill them and wear their skin, or put them in zoos so that you entertain yourself.
I don't think it's a bad point to appeal to nature, though. I think that it's natural. You said let's not appeal to nature, but I think that we're
But
part
rape
of nature.
is natural
and-
also. Lions commit rape. Should we do it because lions do it?
Oh man, I really gotta go.
I
I'm
get
sorry,
it, but you see the
but
ridiculousness of
thank
the
you.
arguments, right?
Thank you. Yeah, I do.
Ugh. Two people, one after the other. Relax, my friend, but I'm getting upset too. Maybe it's a way not to change my vegan ideology. Anger protects me. I actually didn't get angry at all. I just really disliked that woman. I really disliked her. But that's okay. You know, this is the type of people who we sometimes meet, you know? And I kind of am with Gary on this one, actually, because she thinks, like, right, she says she saves animals and then goes home and pays for animals to be exploited and killed. Like the ridiculousness of it, like the sheer hypocrisy of it. And then obviously this guy was already talking to them beforehand, by the way. And then when he came in here, he was already programmed with a certain thing in mind. He's fighting against veganism. He wasn't even trying to actually have a conversation. He was just trying to make arguments against it, as we've seen. He was just trying to debunk veganism, as if that actually can happen. It's just horrible, people. And her friend who said that she's been a vegetarian for life. She's been a vegetarian for life. That must mean the fact that you supported oppression. So I said, yeah, you're still supporting. Dairy cows are still oppressed. And she's like, yeah, well, I'm trying to be vegan. You're not making it easy, but it's not easy. Dude, this is such bullshit that it's not easy. You live in United States of America. Stop finding excuses. It's easy in the United States of America. Jesus Christ. This person lives in the United States of America and is on vacation in the Netherlands. I'm pretty sure they have enough money to make the right choice. But that's what it was to her. That's what it was to this other guy also. It was all I'm feeling like what I'm doing is contradictory, is not good, so I need to defend my ego. Let's defend my ego. That's what it is. Sometimes people are so full of ego. So all we can do is have conversations with them. But I was pretty calm. I just really at the end wanted to understand why it is that she's trying to behave like this, and if she thinks that that's normal behavior. I really dislike when people behave that way. As I was speaking just now, the trolling aspect of it, I dislike it a lot. Animal agriculture has nothing to do with nature. Also a great point, yeah. Animal agriculture has nothing to do with nature. It's just that, you know what? When I bring that point, a lot of the people go like, yeah, well, what if he did it in a way that it was more natural? That's the whole thing I dislike about that point. It's just that people come up with this ways around it, because that's what we're always at, right? This whole thing of people understanding that animal oppression is wrong is so difficult, because people really just want to find justifications for it. That's just it. People just want to continue doing it. Dave, I try to be vegan every day. What? Did they say that, David? Dave, I didn't even miss that. Hey, Dave and David, thank you so much for the support, Dave. What about insects? What about them? You don't need to exploit and kill insects, so don't exploit and kill insects. If you're talking about crop production, I think I made it pretty clear that most of the crops we grow to feed the animals. So any type of insect killing happening is monumentally increased in the production of animal products. I'm not saying plant-based products are perfect. They're not. Being vegan isn't perfect. I wish it were. I wish we do have organic farming. We have vertical farming. We have GMOs. We have all sorts of solutions where we wouldn't really need to use pesticides anymore. But you know, we can't control that, or I can't sit on the street and do that. In order for me to even speak up on that matter, I would need to make a point out of it. And how can I even make a point out of it when we literally bring to life animals to use them as objects and then kill them? How can I ever make a point that we're killing animals for the protection of our crops? How? I can't. When we're literally bringing to life animals to kill. We can't. So we need to, you know, at least be at a certain stage in this one in order to start the other one. Although, I'm pretty sure there's people fighting even for that. You want to try a social experiment?
What's that about?
Just ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit.
Okay.
What's your name?
Alena.
Alena, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's fine.
What's his name or her name?
Lucas.
Lucas? Hey, Lucas. Hey, buddy. Yeah, Lucas. Yes. It's a good one. Lucas
Yeah,
is a
he
good
can
one.
participate as well.
Yes, love it. Oh, so much attention. Give me attention. That's what you want. So, I'm an animal rights activist, speaking of. I
Okay.
fight for the rights of animals.
Cool.
Do you think animals should be exploited, abused, or slaughtered?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I'm vegan. I have a dog. I love animals. So yeah.
Why are you vegan?
I'm with you. Because I love animals, first of all, and then I just find it disgusting eating animal meat. And
It's so good to see a vegan. Thank you for
and
being
all
here.
the industry that is happening and the animal abuse and everything is just horrible.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
And people do not seem to understand that, unfortunately. But I'm glad to see that there are more people like you and me
Yeah. Yeah.
nowadays, so that's good.
Is Lucas vegan? Is he vegan?
Well, unfortunately, not yet.
Not yet. Have you tried to give him
Uh,
some of the plant-based
Yes,
foods?
but he's still young,
Ah.
so when he grows a little bit older, I think he will fully transition to vegan diet.
There's some you can already start mixing them up. I've heard people had success mixing the granules with like plant-based with animal-based, and then slowly moving them because they need to get used to that different taste.
Exactly.
But some of them actually have shown way better outcomes for dogs, like more protein and healthier for them. So.
But he eats a lot of veggies. Like I cook
Oh,
for
he
him
eats a lot of it.
veggies
I
as
see
well.
him.
Yeah.
I see him looking at the plants
His
there.
favorite
Yeah.
snack is carrots.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Oh, you're a carrot lover. I also like carrot. Look, guys. Well, that's awesome that you're vegan. It's awesome that. How long have you been vegan for?
Well, more than half of my life since
Oh.
I was a teenager.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
I was just,
Is it hard?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, what's hard about it? There's so many veggies out there, beautiful colors that you can eat.
I hear so many
grains.
excuses from people that it's hard. That's the most used excuse.
It's easy. It's the
easy.
easiest thing to exclude from the diet.
Do you
Like-
live here in the Netherlands?
No, I'm just visiting. I live in Spain.
You live in Spain.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So it's easy to be vegan in Spain.
It's easy, yeah. And Mediterranean diet is full of veggies. It's fresh. I mean, people eat a lot of fish there, but still, you can exclude it very, very easily.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you stopping. I'll give you a card. This is normally for non-vegans, but you have my social media there,
Cool. I'll follow
my
you.
YouTube channel, and my
Yeah. Great
Thank you
job.
so much.
Well done. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll speak to
have a great
someone. I
day.
think have an awesome day.
Bye-bye.
I love it that you're vegan.
Bye-bye.
Make him vegan also.
Yeah,
He
I
should
will,
be.
I
I will. I appreciate you. She was really nice. Yeah, it's nice from time to time to get these people, isn't it? Hey, are you okay being live for my YouTube channel? How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 18.
You're 18? Okay,
Yeah.
come on here. So,
Sub YouTube fam.
what's your name?
I'm Jonah.
Jonah?
Yes.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
From Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Jonah, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Yes.
Do you think animals deserve rights?
Do I think animals deserve rights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What rights do you think they deserve?
Like the rights to live happily, roam without being in cages, roam pastures. That's kind of what I think about.
Do you think they should have the right to not be exploited by us?
Exploited?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. Do you think animal agriculture exploits animals?
Depends on the type of animal agriculture.
So exploitation means unfair usage. Is there any type of farming of animals that is fair to towards the animals?
Yeah, I think if they live a good life beforehand, I think like let's take like chickens and eggs for example. If you buy pasture-raised eggs, the chickens have at least 108 square feet of land to roam. They live a happy life to eat the worms, the bugs, the animals.
Do you think there's no
Oh.
animal exploitation in there?
I think once they're used, I mean, they're used for their eggs, but I think they live a happy enough life to where that's okay.
So the chickens that produce eggs are different than the chickens that we grow for meat. They're a different breed. So what do you think happens to the chickens that are the same breed as the ones that produce eggs but are male? The male chicks. What do you
But
think
are
happens to
male,
them?
like
Yeah.
roosters.
Yeah, well, they don't become roosters because they kill them.
Not sure.
They
man.
kill them on their first day of life. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Why would they grow them? They're useless. They don't produce eggs, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's
So
pretty
when you're
crazy.
buying a
Pretty
chicken,
crazy.
you're already supporting this, right?
Sure.
And then when the chicken lays eggs, what do you think happens when the egg production stops or declines?
Air production?
Egg
Oh,
production.
egg production.
Yeah.
Kill the chicken, sure.
Yeah. Is none of this is this not exploitative to you?
Sounds pretty exploitative. I have
Yeah.
a question for you though.
Sure.
Are you vegan?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you take one animal life for one animal life?
What
Like-
do you mean by that?
Let's say you have to grow, let's say you grow plants, right? And you're
Yeah.
growing grain.
Yeah.
All those little insects and little bugs that die, if you take one life for one life, you're killing way more insects and small animals via growing whatever grain you want to grow in order to, eat whatever you want to eat versus like one cow can feed a
What do you think the cow eats?
cow eats those little bugs too. That's just the food chain.
Yeah, so the cow actually, most of the crops we grow
Yeah.
to feed the animals. So any insects that you think die in crop production, since most of the crops is for the animal, considerably more insects die in animal production.
Interesting.
Yeah, so obviously I don't like the fact that insects die in crop production. I wish it would change, but I can never tackle that I cannot tackle the idea of going to farmers and tell them, hey, stop killing animals to protect your crops,
Right.
when other people are bringing animals to life only to kill them. you know?
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
So
No, I see
I
what
first
you're
need
saying.
to stop one thing and then discuss the other. Although there's people also fighting for those. So
Sure.
yeah. So
Great.
so if you say animals deserve the right to not be exploited, do you think you're paying for animals to be exploited?
In certain ways, I believe so.
Yeah. So do you think you can stop doing that?
We'll see.
Would
I'll,
you
I'll
see
do
it?
my best.
You'll do
my
your best. What does that mean? What would you call a person that doesn't exploit any animals?
I don't know if anyone does that to the
A
fullest
vegan.
degree. Well, I don't know if anyone does
Well,
that.
as much as possible.
As
and
much as
practical.
possible.
And
Sure, a
practical.
vegan.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So, well, why aren't you vegan?
Like meat. I feel like it's just pretty generalized.
Sure. Do you think that your taste pleasure is worth more than their life?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah. It's something that you eat for what, 10, 15 minutes, you forget about in a couple of weeks. They lose their whole life. Is that really fair?
Doesn't seem like it.
Doesn't seem like it. Yeah. Yeah. And there's so many more practices done that are considerably worse than this, huh?
Sure.
Yeah. Should you really be supporting this kind of stuff?
Probably not.
Probably
Sounds
not.
like it.
Yeah. Let me just give you a card to look into it, okay? I appreciate you at least opening up a little bit. Okay. So
Thank you, sir.
scan this QR code and watch the minion or the most important speech you'll ever hear. They appear on top, okay?
Awesome. Okay.
You promise me you'll watch one of them?
Yes.
I appreciate you.
Thank
Have
you,
a good
sir.
one. Cheers.
Bye.
Yeah. Crop that's, huh? I'd love to see vegans focus on the issues we have with farming, like the pesticides and other ways farmers kill millions of insects. Are they not as valuable to your view? I don't know if you were here before, Western Wolf. I'll explain it for the third time in this stream. It seems like we're having a stream where people just bring up crop deaths. So I'll explain it one last time for you. So, crop deaths are obviously horrible, right? The fact that we kill insects or other animals in order to protect our crops is fucking horrible. It's something we shouldn't do. We should respect that. We should switch to vertical farming, veganic farming, and or GMOs, right? Because with GMOs, we can grow them in a way that we don't require pesticides anymore. We can just make them not attractable to insects or stuff like that, right? So that's one thing. We can do that. But you know, when you're making this false dichotomy between assuming like what this person was just doing right now, making a false dichotomy saying that, well, if you choose to eat an animal product, you're killing one animal. If you choose to eat a plant-based product, you're killing millions of insects. That's well, is it a false dichotomy? I don't know if it's a false dichotomy, but it is definitely not the situation. Let me just put it this way, because maybe you still just have the two options, or maybe you do have multiple options. But essentially, when you're buying an animal product, you're also supporting all the crops that were grown to feed that animal, right? So if you think that the insects or other animals are killed in the production of crops, then surely that happens also for the animals, right? For the feed that we feed the animals. So essentially, when you're buying an animal product, you're paying for way more insects, way more animals that were killed to protect the crops, to feed those animals, and you're paying for the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of that animals. And we're not saying veganism is perfect, you know, we're saying it's the better solution at this point in time. We're saying the minimum you can do is choose to not oppress an innocent animal, right? Plus, you can also make the argument that, you know, one is done intentionally. When you buy an animal product, you intentionally kill an animal for what? For their flesh. You intentionally disregard their individuality. Whereas the other, you're protecting your crops, right? If somebody were to be entering my house, I would try to protect myself. I would try to take them out or, you know, kill them if they're not leaving or something, you know. Of course, I wouldn't kill them. I would call the authorities, but you know what I mean. So there's a lot to be said, but, you know, they're not the same thing. Next time a vegan says they will start feeding their dog vegan, you could encourage them to start now, because the ideal time for dogs to learn anything is while they are puppies. That's what I told her. That's what I told her. I told her to start mixing it now. I wasn't very pushy. I don't like being pushy. I feel like I want to have conversations with people where they make choices on their own without me pushing them. Maybe I should have asked her a little bit more about that. You can follow any religion you want and still be vegan. 100% true. Yeah. Yeah, and don't bring religion into this. Please don't be that person who brings religion, who should be a form of right, fairness, and compassion as a justification for doing oppression and violence. No, don't be that person. How old are you?
15.
No, that's okay. So I need you to be over 18 if you can be okay. Yeah, that's okay. Have a good one. Cheers. Do you win anything on this? No, not really. It's YouTube. Yeah. I don't really win anything on this. No. I mean, I get some money out of it, but I usually spend it for equipment, cards, and all this kind of stuff. So I don't really make a profit out of this. No. If that's what you're asking. Don't make Chip dance around Islam again. I'm just so fed up with the religion argument. I'm just so fed up with it. It's such a disingenuous argument. It's the most disingenuous argument out of all of them, to be honest. Because it's essentially saying it's like intellectually laziness at its finest. I'm not gonna wonder if what I'm doing is right or wrong because this book that is supposed to tell me what is right or wrong is telling me that this is right. So how dare you tell me that it is wrong? That's essentially what you're saying. So it is very intellectually lazy because obviously any book can be wrong. Any book is written by a human being. You may believe that your sacred book was written by God or whatever bullshit, but it was not. It was written by a human being. Maybe God directed what to say if that's what you believe, but it was essentially written by a human being. And anything that is written in these books, if you take it word for word, you will see every single person will say, well, you shouldn't take the Bible word for word. You shouldn't take the Quran word for word. You need to interpret it. You need to have scholars interpret it and stuff. You know why? Because it leaves room for interpretation. So when you're making such a decisive thing you're making such a decisive statement saying that your God allows you to oppress animals, and your decisive statement is coming out of something that can easily be misinterpreted or wrong, it's so intellectually lazy. It's just lazy. And it's one of those things where, like, you know what, I don't want to think about it. Leave me alone, okay? This is who I am. Something like that. Don't be that person. Just don't be that person. Plus, imagine that. Imagine, yet again, using religion, which is supposed to stand for justice, love, fairness, right? Isn't that the whole point of it? Isn't God supposed to be all fair, all knowing, sorry, all compassionate? And you're using their word to justify violence and oppression? Nah, man. Nah, this just doesn't work. It's just intellectually lazy. That's what it is. Animals don't have value. Look at this person. Animals don't have value. We do. I don't care what happens to a bundle of chemicals. By the way, everyone, I see my phone is very hot. I hope it's not gonna overheat. I might. Let me see if I can move a little bit. There's a little bit of shade here. Animals do have value. So there's such a thing as extrinsic value versus intrinsic value. You see, when you say animals don't have value, what you're talking about is extrinsic value. Is the value you place on animals. When you're saying that, you're saying, well, I don't really place any value on animals, right? That's what you're saying. So because you don't place any value on animals, what you're saying is that don't have value. That must mean that it's okay to oppress them. But you know what? It is not, because it's not the extrinsic value that matters. It's not the value that we place on others that matters. It's the value that they have on their own, the intrinsic value. Take, for instance, an animal values their life just as much as you value your own life. Your life is everything to you, just like their life is everything to them. That's one form of showing the value that they have. But their experience, not just their life, their whole experience, matters to them way more, or, well, matters the same as your experience matters to you. So intrinsic value is pretty much equal, and you can't really quantify intrinsic value. I could never say that I value my life more than you value your life. I can only say that we both value our life. The way we value our life is pretty much everything to us. So that just means that animals have equal intrinsic value because they also value their life, because it's everything to them, their life, their experience, everything. So, you know, but if you want to say, well, intrinsic value doesn't matter, it's the extrinsic value. If you want to say, well, I want to live my life based on a system where extrinsic value matters, then essentially what you're saying is that you want to live in a place where if somebody doesn't have any value, if you don't have any value to somebody, then they should be allowed to oppress you. I don't think you want to live in that world. I don't think any of us want to live in that world. I saw Sky Jack Morgan. Is Sky here? Stay strong. Hello, Sky. Nice to see you here. Oh, I'm so happy you're here, Sky. I always appreciate it when you drop by. It's been an hour and a half. It always feels longer when I'm sitting in the sun. I might move somewhere in the shade. I might move. Let's see. I'm gonna maybe see how it goes to the conversation. You should definitely get a thermos with iced coffee. That's what I do on hot activism days. You mean like for people? I don't like coffee myself, so yeah. Drink water. I will drink more water. It's not just the water. It's just the almost no wind because I'm kind of protected where I'm at here, so there's not that much wind. The sheer direct sunlight. Yeah, hydrate. Are you a true vegan? I respect animals' rights and I fight for animal rights. I am a vegan and an animal rights activist. I think most people, when they say they have a problem with vegans, they actually have a problem with animal rights activists. Because being vegan literally just means rejecting animal exploitation as much as possible and practicable, or, you know, respecting the rights of animals, or whatever other definition you want to go by, but I believe these two are the most powerful. So yeah, I'm that. But when people have a problem with vegans is when, you know, they speak to other people trying to get them to go vegan. You want to try a social experiment?
Yes, I am curious.
Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Yeah, I do.
You want to come here so that you're in view?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Eduardo.
Eduardo, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Mexico.
Mexico. So, Eduardo, you're from Mexico City?
No. It's Celaya, Guanajuato. It's a city that maybe you don't know.
Okay.
In the center of the country, close to Mexico City, actually.
Oh, interesting. I was only in Mexico on the coast. I was with some friends. We entered from San Diego and we just drove. It was pretty nice.
Okay, nice. You're from the USA?
No, I'm not from the US. No, I live in Amsterdam. I'm from Romania, but I live here. So,
okay.
But, I have friends in the US and stuff, so I sometimes visit them.
Nice.
So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. Do you think animals deserve rights?
Yes.
What rights do you think they deserve?
Oof. It's a difficult question because we use for eating, like for survive, you know, like I don't know.
Do you think they deserve the right to not be exploited by us?
Not exploited as they are exploiting. I don't know. My English is bad. Sorry about that.
It's okay. You're doing great. Exploited means unfair usage.
I know what you mean, but not in the way that we are exploiting. No. But
a little bit of exploitation.
It's like I don't want to be hypocrite.
Yeah.
Hypocrite because I eat meat, you know.
Yeah.
So
wait, if you don't want to be a hypocrite because you eat meat, does that mean you should say that animals don't deserve rights, or do you think you should stop eating meat?
Which one
should you do?
I think that the quantity of, the industry of meat needs to change the regulations that they have, you know, because in this moment the only goats or animals that are having a good trade before they die are the ones
before they get killed.
They will kill.
Yeah.
It's for high prices, you know.
But do you think we can survive without consuming animal products?
Survive, of course, but
do you think we can be healthy without consuming animal products?
Yes, it's possible, but also we are omnivores, you know.
We can consume both, sure.
Yes.
We can digest both. But if we can be healthy without consuming animal products, then, and knowing that behind, regardless of what animal product you buy, the animal was essentially killed. They were brought to life to be used and then killed. Don't you think we should choose to not buy animal products?
If more and more people choose to don't buy animal products, the demand is
Yeah.
gonna decrease, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be possible a good trade for maybe the other animals that are
But
being killed.
I'm not talking about treating them nicely. I'm talking about not killing them, not bringing them to life to kill them.
Yes, of course. No, I
Don't you
think
think they
that
deserve that?
even some animals kill other animals to survive.
But we don't do
So,
it to survive, do we? We do it because we want to, because we like the taste, tradition.
and the
All-
proteins that we can find in another products, I know,
Yeah.
but
So it's not a protein then. Also, if we can find it in other products, it's strictly because what? We like it, or we always done it.
yes, it's because we always done it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that really fair enough to bring to life animals so that we can kill them? Because we've always done it.
I think that is part of the history and part of the circle of the what's this word change about some animals eat other animals and other animals.
But they do it
eat-
out of necessity. We've established that, right? It's one thing to do something out of necessity. Like take for instance, if you're on a deserted island, right? And you would have to, there would be a dead person next to you, and you would have to eat their flesh to survive. I'm sure you would eat their flesh, right?
Yeah, I know. I know
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah, I would too.
I don't
Because I
have
would
a-
want to survive. But that wouldn't justify me going right now and eating dead people, would it? Because I
will-
have alternatives.
I need to have a good argument. I don't have it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I cannot lie. It's like.
But you
I
know,
just think that we need to give him more regulations
yeah.
and less animals being killed. But I,
How many animals should be killed in your name?
in my name, I
For
think
you.
that I need. I don't know.
How many
what's,
do you want?
what's the grams that I can eat in my life? How many grams of meat, and how many grams is one animal? It's
Well, 1
like-
gram
it's
already
ma-
means one animal.
It's mathematics. So
But knowing
It's
that you
it's
don't need
it-
to do any of it, why would you continue doing it?
because I eat meat and
But you don't have to.
I don't have to. Yes,
I
but
understand you do it. I get that. I used to do it too. It's just that you don't have to.
It's just I know that I want to stop. So that's because I am not saying an answer that is agree with your argument.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie. Yes.
There. Let me give you a card. Just promise me you'll watch one video.
Yes, of
You
course.
might not be okay. Watch the minion, okay? It
Okay.
appears on top when you scan this QR code.
Okay, that's true.
Just to see, because you might not be okay with what it is.
Just
there.
my conclusion: we need regulations, and we need to. You need a balance in our diet. You're not. If
Balance is not killing
we-
animals.
because if we there are some people who eat a lot of meat, more than the necessary.
Zero is necessary. So any person who eats meat is more than necessary.
Yes, that's a good argument. It's an argument.
Yeah.
Other people will have another ideas. The bad part is the animals, they don't have voice. So
Exactly.
we are trying to give them voice. Like
Yeah,
people
I'm
like
trying
you.
to give them a voice, exactly.
Yes, that's true. But at the same time, animals kill other animals.
Yeah,
It's
but-
like the nature.
Imagine this, because just to know what you're defending, right? Like, obviously, if you would stop consuming animal products, you could save 100 animals per year. And we kill around 80 to 90 billion land animals. Trillions if we count
Yes,
the
because
sea
we are a
creatures.
high
Yeah.
population. That's the problem.
So
Humans are still reproducing.
Yeah, but let me finish for 1 second. So,
Sorry.
you adopting a plant-based diet may not mean anything to the industry. It might mean almost nothing. It doesn't put a dent in it. Because again, 80, 90 billion land animals. And you would be saving, what, 100? But if you were, like, let's put it this way, we're 8 billion people on this planet. And if somebody chooses to kill one person per year on this planet and they choose to kill you, it doesn't mean anything to the population, but it means everything to you.
I understand.
So you need to think from this perspective a little bit, because they do feel like we do. They do have an experience of the world like we do. So us taking their life and treating them like they're numbers or objects is just yet another injustice that we do towards them. The reality is we need to treat them as individuals.
That's, yes, I mean, yes, because that's the cold part. It's like I am being cold,
Yeah.
still eating
Yeah,
animals
we
in
shouldn't
my...
be cold towards them, because we wouldn't be towards a human, and we all deserve to live.
Yes, that's the true. We are putting feelings in this argument. Some animals have feelings. I don't know, maybe
They
everyone,
do, yeah.
because we don't have a knowledge to study the brain of the animals. You know.
But they do. We know that the animals that we farm, cows, chickens, and pigs, they do have feelings. We know that they have an experience of the world. We know that they feel love, they feel hate, they feel anxiety, you know,
Yes.
jealousy, all these feelings that
There
we
is
feel.
an
also.
anime with a very amazing story about this.
Yeah.
It's monsters eating humans,
Yeah.
and there are the high quality humans that are having a good trade. They they really have an amazing life, and there are the humans that are in machines. They cannot move,
Yeah.
and they cannot see the light of the sun. It's a good reflection.
Hold this for a second before you go. I just want to show you one thing. Because you said that, and I'm like, I want to show you to be sure that. I mean, this shows a lot of things that happen.
It's so hard, and I
don't wanna
know
show
what
that.
you
I
mean.
just want to show you this.
Oh,
So this is a graph. This is how long animals can live. So even if they have a nice life, as you say, they're killed as babies. Look at them. Only egg-laying chickens, and they get killed when they can no longer lay enough eggs.
what is the animal that is more exploited? Like,
Dairy cows are the worst, in my opinion. They know why cows produce milk?
no.
To feed their babies. So farmers impregnate them.
Yeah.
Then they take the baby away. Do you know why they take the baby away?
I suppose I didn't know, but it's because yes.
Because I have some photos of that also. So they take away their babies because if the baby stays with their mother, they drink the milk, and we gotta take the milk.
Yes, I know. I mean,
So
you
this
know,
is how they do it. They jerk off a bull, then they put their hands in the anus of a cow to hold their cervix, and then they inject bull semen in their vagina. And when the babies are born, as I said, they take them away from their mothers and they keep them isolated.
You know, I am so. It's no, sorry. So selfish
Yeah, it is.
to still saying I will eat meat after this conversation. No, it's so selfish, so selfish. Uh, I had a conversation with the life of farmers is a kind of difference. They can see the animals.
Yeah.
Like even some mothers in some species, they eat they own babies. You know.
Yeah, but that's
Yes, it's an animal world. It's
yeah, but
very-
you can't say that that happens in the dairy production because or in any form of farming because we do see the cows crying over their baby. We do see like they're on in some situations they do it for a day, and in some situations they do it for a week where they keep going all day long because they miss their baby.
Yeah,
The baby doesn't know what happens, and we separate them. That's one thing. If they're born male, we kill them because they don't produce milk, and if they're born female, we do like we did with their mothers. We impregnate them, take their babies, and exploit them for milk every single year. And at around the age we killed them. Do you know why we killed them at that age? Cows can live 24 years. Do you know why we killed them at that age?
I didn't know, but I trust you.
It's because they can't get pregnant. That's why we killed them at that age. So
Okay.
it's all of it. It's fucked up. I think we treat them like objects. We don't need to do this. You know.
I know what you mean, and really, you are right, because the treatment that the industry in this moment is, we are monsters.
But it's all a result of not like we can say that the industry is the problem, but the problem is
Is that
not
we
the
as-
industry, is that we see them
we
like
choose,
that.
We
Yeah.
choose to eat.
Because you know what? Small farms become large farms. It's not they build an industrial farm. It's a small farm that you think treats animals the right way, although everything I just mentioned happens on small farms also. And then these farms, in order to make profit, they get another cow and another cow and another cow, and from 10 cows it becomes 20, from 20 it becomes 100, and from 100 it becomes 300. And then it becomes a big deal. And even in those big deals, their life is not that much different. Because again, a small farm becomes a large farm. It's not, they're all the same. When we see the large farms,
Yes.
to us it looks like horrible because we see the objectification. But the objectification is there also in small farms. It's just that we don't see it as much because we see them as animals. They're on the field. That's okay. That's nice. But the reality is they don't have freedom. Wild cows roam around for hundreds of kilometers, you know? We keep them in this tiny thing. Like it's inhumane, man.
I think that even the species of goat that was free,
Yeah.
doesn't exist anymore because the cows that we have now.
I think bisons are the
We
species.
changed-
Yeah, we changed most of them. You're right.
Yes,
Most
yes,
of them don't
the
exist
real
anymore, yeah.
animal that used to be free exists like 10,000 years ago, maybe before of the humans.
Yeah.
Yes, I still thinking that maybe 10,000 years ago, when we were a few humans and we were more less technology. I don't know how
Yeah.
to explain. We're better, like a balance.
Yeah, but think about it this way. Maybe you see it as a balance, but even in that situation, farmers, like even if you talk to a small farmer, when they have to kill the animal, they don't like it. Nobody likes it. So a lot of the times they learn to no longer get attached to them because they suffer also from killing the animals. So what they do is they no longer name them. They literally try to see them as numbers, as objects. For what? That's how they see them. So even in that situation, if we can avoid even that by adopting a plant-based diet, because today, thanks to technology, we don't need to any of it. That's the whole point. We can be healthy. And in fact, there's so many studies showing even better health outcomes on a plant-based diet. Don't usually like to bring that up because it's not about our health. It's better for the health, I believe. It's better for the environment, obviously. But at the end of the day, it is about the animals, you know? If we were in their shoes, even a little bit of killing exploitation, we wouldn't want that happen to us.
I know what. Yeah.
I appreciate you having this conversation with me, man.
Thank you.
Watch one of those videos, okay? They
Thank
both
you.
appear on top, okay?
Like for example, when is gonna be this video?
You're live right now. You can see it also on my YouTube channel if you.
No, but then, like you are going to put this in a not just in a live, like in a video.
I'm not sure if I'm going to cut it. I'll see about that. But
Yes.
Either way, you have my YouTube channel there if you want to see the
Thank you.
conversation.
Another argument. I think that we need to defend the animals that are being killing because we are using the lands
100%.
for
We
build
need
new cities. You know.
We do. I
Because-
completely agree with you. It's not fair to what we're doing to them. We're displacing them and we're killing them. It's not fair. This
Yes.
earth belongs to all of us, not just
We are
them.
destroying the city, the houses of the animals that are, I don't know, monkeys, blah, blah, that live in the jungle. And we just destroy the jungles to create a new city.
Well, luckily, in the Europe and US and like Western civilizations, we have environmental protective agency and stuff who usually look after all of this. But they do need to do a better job. I agree with you.
Because we are less people in Europe. And it's possible with a small population to do that.
Yeah.
In countries with a high population, I don't know.
Remind yourself of the responsibility you have for these animals, okay?
Thank you.
Cheers. Have
Bye.
a good one. I think he was listening. Not sure how many changes he will make. But he was listening. I also let the conversation flow a little bit differently this time. Be an animal defender. Agree, be an animal defender, not an animal abuser. Oh, the phone is doing better here. Perfect. Chip, would you eat clams or oysters? They are not sentient. So clams or oysters, it's not conclusive that they are not sentient. I err on the side of caution. I think they might be sentient, so I wouldn't eat them. But in a situation of necessity, maybe that's where I would go first, because they're the least likely to be sentient. But there would still need to be a necessity factor to it. Because if there's no necessity for any of it, and there is even a 1% chance that they might be sentient, why would we ever risk it? We can choose to adopt a plant-based diet. Why? Why would we ever risk it? It's a slippery slope if you start eating oysters. I don't know if it is. Maybe it can be for some people. I don't know. I just think we can get all the nutrients that we want. We can thrive on a plant-based diet. There's no need for any of it. all these other solutions, they're just, let's find different ways. Let's find other ways. I need an animal to be exploited. Like literally, why would you want, like, of all the things, mussels and oysters? I think I only had them once or twice in my life, and I remember being the most bland things ever. What's the point of it when you can literally get taste, nutrition, and food satisfaction from plant and plant-based products? Why? It's simply because you want a potential sentient being to be exploited and killed. Is because you want to feel that fleshy thing in your mouth. What is it? Because you can, if texture is important, there's plenty of plant-based products these days who resemble pretty well the texture of animal products. Plants are great. I don't see the point. My favorite fruit is mango, says Haz. Oh, that's a good one, mango. I haven't had mango since I broke up with my ex. It's been 4 years. Jesus Christ, time flies. Haven't had mango in a while. Oh no, I actually did have mango. I didn't buy any mangoes since then, I mean. I think strawberries are my favorite, but after 12 years of pure veganism, I cannot even smell burned animals, says Mark. I agree with you, Mark. Sometimes my neighbors do that and it sucks. Chip, oysters ain't healthy whatsoever. Even if they were, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, as I say, we can get healthy, a healthy plant-based diet. We can have healthy, full of food satisfaction and everything on a plant-based diet, so we don't need to do it. How do you have to be to do this? Just standing there with a sign. How lost do you have to be? Okay, sorry, the screen is not that good. How lost do you have to be to just sit there with a sign? Listen, man, I wouldn't call myself lost. In fact, I would call myself dedicated, which is kind of the opposite of lost in this context, wouldn't it? I'm pretty much dedicated and focused on my fight for justice and in my fight against oppression. That's how dedicated I am, that I'm sitting in the fucking sun with a sign trying to have conversations with people who will essentially dislike me. Some of them will troll me. Nobody has spit on me yet, but I'm sure it will happen at some point. So no, I would say it is pretty much dedication, not being lost. But I think I might move in the shade because I don't know how long I can stand the sun anymore. Chip, we need vegan clarification. It's about ending animal exploitation, including consumption, right? Yeah, so veganism, why am I standing here, or what is veganism? Veganism is the rejecting animal exploitation as much as possible as practicable. I like to think of veganism as simply not seeing animals as objects for you to use. That's a good one. I believe that's the best one. It's still undecided which one precedes the other, right? Is it the exploitation that makes us see animals as objects, or is it us seeing them as objects that generates the exploitation? I don't know. The jury's not out on that one. That's what veganism is. Why am I standing here? It's because I want animals to be liberated. I don't want any more exploitation. I don't want animals to be treated like objects. I don't want any more enslavement. I don't want any more oppression. I just want everybody to be free and to be treated fairly. My favorite watermelon is the black diamond variety. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna move in the shade. I can't stay here. It's too sunny, and there's just not enough people also. So we're gonna move a little bit again. Give me 1 second. I'm assuming you guys can hear me now also. Is the sound good with the microphone on my head? Yes, okay, perfect. Okay. Taking this. Okay, let's move where the shade is. Ah, great, now that's getting full of people. But it's just a group, I see. I would love to show you more of what I see, but I can't right now because you guys are wearing a cap. Oop. Sorry, I keep kicking the tripod from time to time. Sorry. There's also people who.
Yeah, 5. I'm sorry.
God
5.
damn it, they're loud.
Right. So 5. We did 5. Figured like it would have just been one. Like you're not gonna want to go for
But at least we're gonna find some shade, huh? And I can't smell the fish that got it. I also can't smell it. There is a person on Discord that says that animals should be property and vegetarianism should be. Wait, what? And vegetarianism should be the baseline. I am so over that. Oh my god, Axel, I'm so sorry you're going through that. Honestly, like on Discord, people are just fucking monsters. They're way worse than in real life. I don't know why people, they assume that when people get anonymity, they start behaving like assholes. They start thinking, I'm anonymous, therefore I can do whatever the fuck I want. Doesn't matter who I hurt. But this is pretty much reminiscent of the society we live in, isn't it? Because if people behave that way, doesn't that just mean that people don't actually care about protecting individuals or anything? They just simply care about how people perceive them, how society sees them. Oh god, I'm gonna move my hand. We got some music here also on shade. These guys parked their fucking bike here. Let's see. Okay, we'll move here. It's fine. I'm sorry, do you mind moving your bike from here? Thank you. This is actually a better spot. We're back. We moved and we're good in the shade. Oh, nice. Okay, let me put the signs and we're all good and ready. Okay, everybody. Signs are there. We're here. Let's see if we can get some conversations going here. Good. How long have you been doing vegan activism? 3 years? I don't know, 3 years and a half. I was vegan from 4 years, and I've been doing activism for 3 years and a half. So half a year after I became vegan. I see top fans. Marcos is the #1 fan. I don't know what this means, everybody. I see this thing with the crowns. It just appeared right here. I have a button over here, like it's like this big. It says top fans. I don't know what that means. I appreciate all of you equally, by the way. You are all top fans in my book. What do I do to animals? It seems like you made an assumption. If you support animal oppression, if you buy animal products, you're supporting the oppression of animals. You want to try a social experiment? In French? Oh, I'm only speaking English, sorry. Damn, I was top 10, says Wade. high chip. I am plant-based, but it's getting hard and expensive to find everything vegan. Example, found most toothpaste I use isn't vegan, says Krunal Patel. Oh, I'm sorry, Krunal, that you're going through that. Krunal, Axel, can you give Krunal access to our Discord? I feel like that would be a good place for Krunal. Krunal, it would be a good place for you to join and have these conversations. Because I think there might be people who can help you specifically to your region. I don't know where you live. Based on the name, I'm assuming maybe India, Pakistan, or that area. USA, North Carolina. Okay. So USA, North Carolina, you can order online then for sure. You can order vegan toothpaste on Amazon. That's how I do it. I just order it online. But Axel has dropped a link on Discord, Krunal. Join there. There's a lot of vegans there who will happily have a conversation with you. I'm 27 years meat eater. Yeah, you're basically the same person you grew up with, right? Somebody told you that it's okay to oppress animals and therefore you continue doing it. Hey. Is your tat vegan? I don't know actually if this one is vegan. I got it 11 years ago. May not be. If I would get one today, for sure it would be vegan. Yeah. They're thinking whether they should come or not. They're a big group. I can see them now. See, next to my microphone. They're now thinking, you should go. No, you should go. I don't know how old they are. I hope they're old enough. Spread vegan love, says Gumli. I agree with you, Gumli. See, they're all like, oh, I'm gonna do it. No, you're gonna do it. They're all getting ready. Which who are they gonna send to me? I'm 40 years meat eater and 15 years enlightened, intelligent man. Executive class, does that mean you're a vegan? 15 years? Because there's only one way to be enlightened and intelligent, and that is to be vegan. I dream of a vegan society where we will all be brothers. We will share our electric cars and there will be fruit everywhere. We will do no harm to the environment at all. This era is coming. Oh, Marcos, it can't come any sooner, I swear. I really am missing. It sucks that we're born in this period sometimes. It's better than being born in the past, don't get me wrong, but also I really want to see the world in a better place, yeah. Vegan 9 years, says Lynn. Awesome, Lynn. That's amazing. It's so much better here in the shade. Jesus Christ, such a difference. Executive class, yes, I am vegan. I love it, executive class. I love how you made that statement. Wasting your time, says Robin. Well, Robin, that's okay. I think the best way to spend my time is to try and fight for animal rights. If you call that a waste, hey, maybe that's what you think of wasting time. I would say wasting time is spending your life trying to get this artificial thing called money, which won't make you actually happier. But you know, a lot of us are predispositioned where we're programmed to believe that we need more money, more money. This is what you need to do in life. Work, money, work, life. I think it's coming from the sheer society that US is, because in in the US you don't really have good healthcare. You don't really have I don't know. In order to even travel from one point to another, you need money. It's kind of a society that depends on a lot of money. So maybe that's where it's coming from. But you know, it's not like that here. You can definitely have a life in Europe.
Hey bro, what's up?
Hi, you want to try the social experiment?
What are you doing?
I'm
It's
asking
short
people.
because I have the entrance like right now in 10 minutes. So it's
Sure, we
too
can do
long?
that. Yeah, we can do that. Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Okay,
You want to
perfect.
come here so that you can view? Yeah, I love it. What's your name?
My name is Chavi
Chavi. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you. Where are you from?
from Spain.
From Spain.
Yeah.
So Chavi, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for
Okay.
the rights of animals.
Okay.
Do you think animals deserve rights?
Yeah, for sure.
What rights do you think they deserve?
They deserve to not be killed.
Not be killed.
That's important. and to have a good life.
Okay. Are you vegan?
My fault, I am not, but lately I have been reading and
Yeah.
learning a little bit, and I'm starting to get a little bit into the work.
Yeah.
Like I'm starting to eating less.
Animal products.
Yeah, animal products, and starting to work in it.
Do you think we need to consume any animal products?
I think it's not necessary.
It's not. It's not.
Because I don't know, like with the things that I read and the studies that I read, I learned that only B12 vitamins is the only one that we don't
100%.
can obtain from the not animal products, no?
Yeah.
So
And
I think
and B12 actually comes from a bacteria that normally was on the ground.
Yeah, and right now they give it to animals.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
so
learned
you're
about
getting
it.
B12 as a
Yeah,
second-hand supplement
Yeah,
already.
so you can get it like at the same way that the animal take it, no? So
Yeah.
we don't need it.
So
Being realist, we don't need it.
you're speaking like a vegan, man. What's happening there? Why aren't you
Because
vegan yet?
I don't know. It's like a good casualty because I have been like last week, 2 weeks, I have been reading because a good friend
Yeah.
told me that his mother, due to health reasons,
Yeah.
has started to be vegan.
Yeah.
And I have started to learn and read about it, and wow, like also with I know like the benefits for your health.
Yeah.
Because all these animal products have big problems related to some diseases, no?
Yeah.
So I've learned about. So yes, I was starting like maybe in mine I started to get into.
But let me make some clarifications
Okay.
for you. So veganism is not a diet.
Uh-huh.
So the diet
Yeah.
is called being plant-based.
Being plant-based.
Veganism is respecting animal rights.
Okay.
Of course, as a consequence of that, you also don't eat them
No,
or
no.
use them for their milk or eggs and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so veganism is a moral principle, right?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
when you said that your mother's friend became vegan for her health,
Yeah.
she became plant-based for her health.
Okay,
I'm
so-
sorry, it's just,
Yeah.
I don't want to be
Don't worry.
pedantic
Don't
about it.
worry,
The
yeah,
only
no,
reason why it
don't
matters is because, you know,
Sorry.
a lot of people go plant-based for health or reasons like that, and then they come back and then they say, I was vegan.
I
They
know.
were never really
Okay,
vegan.
okay,
Because
yeah.
veganism is this idea that animals should not be used
Good
for
point.
us,
Good
you
point.
know?
Okay.
Yeah. Do you share this idea that animals should not be exploited or killed?
Yeah,
for
for
us?
sure. Specifically, there in Spain, in my country,
Yeah.
there are these tourism, like all these things around, bulls.
Yeah. Oh,
And it's the worst thing that we have in our country. People say it's culture. I don't think so. I don't like it.
bullfighting, huh?
We don't like this
It's-
thing, and also like every year starts to decrease. Like
Yeah.
anyone really likes that is like a medieval thing, and things are starting to change in my
But
country.
what's the difference between bullfighting and killing cows for meat or for dairy?
It's probably the same thing.
It's the same thing, 'cause they're
but,
both optional,
but I
right?
think it's worse. It's even worse this kind of bullfight because it's like a theater. So it's like
Oh, yeah, I see
making
what
it
you
like
mean, yeah.
people enjoying doing it. So it's
Oh,
worse. It's even worse.
It's bad. Yeah.
So
yeah.
maybe no. I'm starting to
Yeah.
get into that world.
So then here's a difficult question for you. How many more animals should be killed, oppressed for you until you make this change?
Wow, that's really difficult.
Yeah.
Wow. Not much. No many. Maybe.
So let's imagine that you see this guy over here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's imagine that he wants to kill people, right? And I'm trying to convince him not to kill him. But you're on top on his list. What would you want? If I ask him this question, how many more humans should be killed for
No
him?
one.
No one.
Yeah.
So if you were in the shoes of the victim, you would want
Yeah,
no one,
for
right?
sure.
Is that what your answer should be?
Yeah, that's what it should be.
I appreciate what you're saying.
I-
Let me
I
just give you one card.
Thank you.
You scan this QR code.
Okay.
You can watch the minion or the most important speech you ever hear.
Okay.
They both appear on top. But one thing there is called Challenge 22.
Uh-huh.
They hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day
Okay.
and help you adopt a plant-based diet for free.
Okay. Thank
Within
you.
your range, within your country.
I will do it for sure.
Chavi,
Thank
you said, right?
Yeah.
Dude, you're awesome. How old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
20 years old. Man, listen, I'm 37. I
Mhm.
regret not being vegan earlier. Don't wait too long, man.
Okay.
You don't want more animals. to be
I was
killed,
thinking
right?
I will do it for sure.
Yeah, watch one of those videos. Just
Thank
to
you
see
for
what,
thank you
what you're
for
supporting.
what
okay?
you do. Have
I
a nice day.
appreciate you.
Have a good
Cheers,
day.
man. was not expecting. I was not expecting Xavi to be open-minded, but he was. He was really nice and open-minded. He said it's interesting because what opened his mind, as he was saying, is that a friend of his mother's friend chose a plant-based diet for their health. That was interesting. I liked him. I also like him. Chip, see the new Superman movie. To me, he is vegan in it. God damn it! I gotta see this movie. Hi. Thank you. What for?
You've been a good guy.
Thank you. I got a rose. Let's see. There's no bugs or anything in it. I'll remove this petal. Huh? I got me some bros. I got swag. That was an awesome dude. I agree. Yeah. It's pretty, man. I wish you came to Amsterdam, Has. Just to, I'm curious what your experience will be doing activism here versus Chicago. I'm very curious. Yeah, I got a little flower over here. Tries placing it nicely, but my ears are a little bit floppy. They're like elephant ears. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit by here. I want to see Chip with a mustache. I tried having a mustache. I look very weird. But pretty much anything on my face grows sparingly. What is the sign? The sign says, I'm doing a social experiment. Oh, you said fits the sign. I just read it perfectly. Yeah, fits the sign. You're right, Kuka. Love it. Okay, so I should watch the Superman movie. Okay, I will watch the Superman movie and maybe I'll make a review out of it. I'm curious. Make a review video. Everybody's telling me about that. I love it. Sky also made a video about it, and yeah. Looking lovely, says Bobby Ford. Thank you so much, Bobby. I got swag, as you see. I'm loving my swag. Yeah, do it. Yeah. Tar Eve. Chip, are you staying hydrated? Yes, Has. I actually am pretty hydrated right now. I'm almost too hydrated because I may need to use the bathroom soon. But I'm pretty good, thank you. Very handsome. It's the flower. It's the flower. My face is now. I'm gonna attract a lot of bees. Already did attract bees with the sign. Now with the flower, I'm just gonna have like a bee always coming over here. Armchair physicist. What? Or people like my parents who claim to be animal lovers but own those little tiny dogs that have all those health conditions because they're genetically modified and aren't vegan. Yeah. This idea that we can genetically breed or modify or even, not even like in a, I don't know, chemical way or artificial way where we modify them genetically, but selectively breeding animals so that they are better pets to us, how we want them a little bit better is pretty wrong, yeah. You want to try a social experiment? By the way, everybody, I think we're gonna do maybe 30 more minutes, and yeah, we're gonna let's do it up until the 3-hour mark, okay? Let's do that. A little background music, flower in my ear. You're doing a great job. Vegan is the only option. I completely agree, everybody. Lol, he makes her sleep beside the freezer. That keeps the meat. I don't know who does that, man, but that's horrible. That's freaking horrible. It's so insane to me that I became an animal rights activist. Of all the people, I never thought I would become one. My sister is a veterinarian. She always loved animals. I was always like, I don't care. They're just animals. Why would I care? Even to the point where yeah. Hi, you want to try the social experiment?
Maybe.
Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Okay. Oh gosh.
What's your name?
Ksenia.
Ksenia, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Where are you from?
Originally from California. I live in New Jersey now.
Okay, love it. So, Ksenia.
Yes.
I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay.
I fight for the rights of animals.
Okay.
Do you think animals deserve rights?
Okay. Do I think they do?
Yeah.
To an extent,
To
probably.
an extent?
Yes.
What extent?
Well, I
What
would
do you
put
mean?
I would put the rights of humans over the rights of animals.
Because you're human, right?
Yeah. Well, because just in general, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
But do you think that?
But I would respect the life of animals. I
Yeah.
think that they're
Do-
God's creatures.
Do you think animals deserve the right to not be enslaved by humans?
I don't know. I mean, I understand. Not enslaved, no. Okay, I would say that they should not be enslaved.
Do you think animal agriculture enslaves animals?
Probably to an extent, maybe.
Do they bring to life an animal to use them and then kill them when they can no longer use them?
Yeah, so wait, in what, so like which, so are you talking about like cows or horses
Cows,
or
chickens,
something?
pigs, horses, all animals that we farm are.
Yeah, I don't know if
essentially-
they're being used. I don't know, because I don't think that animals have souls in the way that humans do. So I don't know that I would put them on the same level.
How can you tell if a human has a soul?
By connecting with them, by talking to them.
So if you cannot talk to a human, you don't know if they have a soul, right?
I think you can connect with humans in a different way.
But if I would have issues connecting with a human being, is it safe to assume that they don't have a soul then?
No, I would not agree with that.
Okay.
Okay.
So if we can't measure a soul, then what we can say is that humans are sentient. We have an experience of the world. We're subjects of our own universe, and we have emotions, and we have an experience that is filled of positive and negative balanced emotions. And the same we can say about animals. So why would we ever choose to oppress them when we don't need to?
Well, see, okay, so I also believe that, like, you know, I do feel like that human beings are superior to animals.
Sure, you can believe
Yeah,
that, but
yeah.
that does not justify oppressing animals, does it? You can believe that.
I
You can
think we
believe that
shouldn't be
men are superior
cruel.
to women, or women are superior to
Okay.
men, or whatever kind of superiority complex
Yeah,
you want to have.
yeah.
But that does not justify oppression towards the individual who you deem as less superior.
So what's your goal in all of this? Are you trying to like get people to become vegetarians? Are you trying? What's your?
Well, ideally, it would be for people to be vegan, because
Okay.
veganism means respecting animals' rights. Veganism
Okay.
is to animals what feminism is to women. It's essentially respecting their rights.
Okay.
A lot of people think veganism is a diet, but that's only because of the society we live in,
Yeah.
where we essentially see animals as objects that we can just use as food.
Okay.
But they are individuals, and we should respect them as the individuals that they are. And as a consequence of it, we should not be wearing their skin
Yeah.
and entertaining ourselves, by bullfighting or
Right,
zoos,
right.
and also not eating their flesh. Yeah, because we
Yeah.
don't need any of it. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I would just kind of disagree on some level. Again, I think we
What
should.
exactly do you disagree on?
I do feel that animals are put on Earth to not to serve humans, but they're there for humans. I don't believe that humans are not supposed to eat meat.
But let me ask you this: do you think that, because I'm assuming you're talking about a religious point of view, right?
Probably- yeah.
From a religious point
Yes.
of view. Do you think, from a religious point of view, an all-compassionate, all-knowing God would
Yeah.
rather you be compassionate and fair towards an innocent individual animal, or they would rather you be violent and oppressive towards that animal?
Well, I know, but I think that there are more humane ways to treat animals.
There are less worse ways, sure. Like
Yeah.
any form of injustice has grades of how bad it is, right?
Yeah.
Like if I was to be a misogynist asshole, I could be
Yeah.
slapping women's asses and that would be bad. But I could
Okay.
be a misogynist asshole where I could be stabbing women and that would be worse.
Yeah.
So there's grades of how bad it can be.
Yeah.
Just like how we treat animals, there's grades of how bad it can be.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
Right.
we don't need to oppress them. We don't
Yeah.
need to enslave them.
Yeah.
So doing that, why would we ever think that that's the fair or compassionate thing to choose?
Yeah, I think it just boils down to whether I think it does boil down to like the soul and to what extent do animals, how does their soul compare to like human souls?
But if you ask me, the way you can tell whether a human has a soul or
Yeah.
not, based on them having a subjective experience of the world, which
Yeah.
is what a soul essentially is by definition,
Yeah.
them being an individual, animals have the same thing.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the thing is that so think of like domesticated animals, right? Like a cat or a dog,
Yeah.
right? Like I think humans connect with cats and dogs in a different way that they might with pigs and cows.
But why does
right?
that matter for us respecting their rights? Do you think we need to connect with an
Well, okay,
individual
but-
in order to respect their rights?
Well, so, but I think that that would kind of, I don't know. I think that it's, I mean, I think it does make a difference in the sense that, again, I wouldn't compare animals to people. And I think that you are
don't
on the
have
soul.
to.
I know, but you're talking about like the
But
soul.
let me put it
and
this
the-
way:
Yeah.
you wouldn't be okay with consuming the flesh of dogs or cats, right?
Right.
So, but you're okay with consuming the flesh of these other animals.
Yes.
Yet none of them have souls.
Correct.
So why is it that you're discriminating? A cow doesn't choose to be born a cow.
Yeah.
A dog doesn't choose to be born a dog.
Right.
Yet you seem to think if one is born one, give them love.
Yeah.
And if one is born the other, cut their throat
I mean,
and chop
maybe
them
it's
into pieces.
maybe it's like a social thing or something that we. I mean, I guess there's other cultures that are perfectly fine eating cats and dogs.
And you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
It is a social thing.
Okay.
So don't you think that all of these social things that we have done throughout our humanity, throughout our history, like women not having rights was social at some point. Slavery was social at some point. All of these injustices.
Yeah.
Don't you think we need to end them? Because just because them being social, them being part of our society, because we've been doing it for a long time,
Yeah.
does not make it right, does it?
Well, I don't know. I feel like that's just one of those things that you can just disagree on. I don't know.
Do you think that something being done for a long time makes it right?
Not necessarily, but in this context, I personally just don't have a problem with eating cows and pigs.
But you have a problem with cats and with eating
Correct.
cats and dogs.
Yeah.
So do you have any form of logic or justification behind this? Because I would say when you commit violence towards
Yeah.
somebody, you should have a pretty good justification behind
Well,
it.
towards someone is different than something.
Yeah,
right?
sure, but
So-
animals are not things, are
Yeah.
they?
Well,
Do you think animals are objects?
I wouldn't put them as someone. No.
They're individuals. They have an experience of the world.
Yeah, but it's different.
Would you say that a dog is also something?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I don't want to fight in semantics.
No, and
but
I
like,
totally,
yeah.
I appreciate
But at the end of the
that you
day,
have
it's the
right to
same
think
thing,
something. Yeah.
right? It's not about the semantics of it. It's about the fact that they experience life.
Yeah.
That they have positive and negative emotions through that experience. So that's very similar to how
Do
we
you think
do.
that animals are self-aware?
They are.
Okay, I don't know about like that they would say, I am in this world and I'm experiencing this world and
But
I
I
am
can tell you this: there's human beings who have the cognitive abilities of animals, and yet I don't think you would agree with exploiting them. But hell,
No, but
there's
because
cats
we're
and
all
dogs have the
human.
same cognitive abilities as cows, chickens, and pigs. Pigs are actually way more
Right.
intelligent than cats
But
and
I don't
dogs.
think that pigs walk around thinking like, oh, I have a future and I need to do this in my
Neither
future.
do cats and dogs, but yet,
Right.
yet you treat them differently.
Well, that's just from like that part is cultural, not like humans versus animals,
So
right?
what- so
it's
does-
culturally, cats and dogs are different than pigs and cows, right?
But do you think
But
that culture?
I think humans is like a whole different thing, right?
But
So
do
I don't anything that we're comparing humans to.
I'm trying to stay
is
clear
it- yeah.
from that because I see you have this big differentiation.
Yeah.
I can challenge you on that, but I
Yeah.
don't think it would go anywhere. So
Yeah.
I'm interested in this cats and dogs versus
Yeah.
cow. Like you say, it's cultural, but
Yeah.
do you think should culture dictate morality?
No. I
No.
think that. Well,
But
I mean,
you're
I
saying,
think,
but that goes against what you just said now, doesn't it?
no. What do you mean? I mean, culture. I'm saying. Well, to me, for morality, that comes from like God, Jesus, religion, all of that, right? So that has nothing to do with the dogs or cats versus that's a cultural thing.
Does it
But
not
I'm-
say "Thou shalt not kill" in the Bible?
I don't think it says thou shalt not kill.
It does say,
dogs,
it's one of the
pigs,
commandments.
Pigs and cows.
It doesn't specify, does it?
Okay, I think it's probably referring to humans.
I think you're just picking and choosing, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Okay. Well, we can agree to disagree.
But yet again, okay, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
how would Jesus kill an animal?
What do you mean? How would Jesus kill any animal?
How would Jesus kill an animal
I have
for an
no
optional
idea. I'm not
food?
gonna. I can't. I mean,
Try
I
to
don't
imagine
know.
it. Try telling me with details.
Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I guess he probably wouldn't.
Hold this for a second.
Okay. Anyway, I think we have a time on our entrance into the museum.
Yeah,
But
I'll-
I appreciate your perspective.
It's
I just don't agree.
I don't think Jesus
Well,
would
no,
be
that's
doing
just-
this.
Yeah, I mean that's horrible.
But this is what happens to all animals.
Yeah, I don't know.
You may
Okay.
not know. You may not trust me on this one. I'll give you a card.
What's your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'll give you a card. You have also my YouTube channel on that one.
Okay, thank you.
Watch Dominion.
Yeah.
You might not just to learn about what happens in animal agriculture
Okay.
because a lot of us
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
I mean, I'm
I don't
I'm
have a
open to
financial
ideas.
incentive for you to
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
my products. I
Oh,
just want
okay.
you to know. I just want you to know. Animal agriculture will
Yes,
tell you
okay.
so that you buy their
you
products.
know,
Yeah.
In the U.S., there's animals are clearly mistreated, but also there's a humane way to treat animals too for slaughter. You know,
Is
to
there a
eat.
humane way to kill dogs and cats for optional food?
I don't know. I personally don't eat cats cats and dogs.
No, but you
I've
see,
never-
but here is where
whatsoever.
we're at, right? Like
Yeah.
we give the moral consideration to cats and dogs that they deserve, but we don't give the moral consideration to
Right,
cows,
but they're
chickens, and pigs that they
domesticated,
deserve. All
right?
of them are domesticated.
Yeah, but
they're
I
all
just-
animals we brought into our lives,
Yeah.
and we said this is your purpose and this is your purpose, but they never chose that purpose, did they? It's not fair for us to say, well, you deserve love and you deserve death simply because you were born how I see you differently.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
it's called speciesism. It's another form of discrimination based on species.
Yeah.
It's just
Alright.
like racism is
Well, we
based on race.
appreciate your perspective.
Okay.
Thank you for talking
Can you
to
promise
us.
me you'll watch one of those
I'll
videos
watch them.
just to
Yes,
get
yeah,
educated?
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I
Okay.
appreciate you. Have a good one. Cheers.
Where do we get into?
I think over here.
Do you know where the entrance is by any chance?
To this one?
This one?
I
Yeah.
think it's
Oh,
there.
that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good
sure.
day.
You too. I don't know about that conversation. That was okay. I felt like she was just becoming a little bit defensive at every single thing I was saying. But, you know, what can we do? I tried. He doesn't eat cats and dogs, just other animals because they don't have a soul. Lol, exactly. No, they clearly understood that. Like I really tried to stay clear of the whole soul. I tried with the soul. We saw it got nowhere. She emphasized a couple of times that humans are considerably more important to her. I didn't even want to challenge her on that. It's just a thing. But at the end, when it came to cats and dogs, we did find a contradiction, didn't we? Because she thought it's moral to kill cows and pigs and chickens for optional products, but not cats and dogs. And she said that it is cultural, and she also said culture should not dictate morality, yet her actions would say otherwise. So we did find the contradiction in her view. Defensive lol, she wanted to get away from you and you kept pressing her. That's okay. You know, that's the beautiful thing about it. People can leave my conversations. Animals cannot leave your choices. When you choose to buy an animal product, an animal is oppressed for you. An animal, Belisarius, is put into a slaughterhouse. They're exploited and killed. You want to try?
What's your experiment?
I just ask people.
Curious.
Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
It's live.
Yeah.
Can you tell me why?
I'm just asking people some questions about their values, trying to get them to think a little bit.
Values. I can
Yeah.
answer those.
You want to be here so that you interview?
Okay.
What's your name?
Jasprit.
Jasprit.
Jasprit Singh.
Say it again?
Jasprit Singh.
Jasprit Singh.
Yes.
So I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Okay.
Do you think animals deserve rights?
I think so.
Yeah. Do you think they deserve the right to not be exploited by us?
I think so.
Yeah. Do you think that animal agriculture exploits animals?
Yes.
Yes. Are you vegan?
I'm vegetarian.
You're vegetarian.
Mhm.
So you still consume
More
some products.
towards the vegan side, but not fully.
Can I
I
ask,
do love my cheese, so.
Can I ask why? Because like dairy cows have the worst out of all of them, you know? Do you know why they produce milk?
So I only buy milk from my friend.
But let me ask you this, do you know why cows produce milk?
I'm sorry?
Do you know why cows produce milk?
I know what dairy farms do.
Do you know that they forcefully inseminate
Yeah,
cows? They separate the
Yes,
babies.
yes, yes,
They kill them if they're male,
Yes, yes.
and if they're female, they do this
Yeah, yeah.
repeatedly.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when they can't get them pregnant anymore, they kill them. Your friend does the same thing.
No, no. My
Yeah.
friend does not.
How many
I-
cows does your friend have?
3.
How many of them are female?
2.
2. How does that happen?
So she has a farm, and she grows a whole field of alfalfa
Yeah.
for her cows.
Yeah. So what do you think will happen when
So
the
she
cows?
treats her cows like family.
I don't
So
think
that's
she
that's
treats
why
her
I
cows
get
like
pregnant.
family.
What's that?
I don't think she treats her cows like
No,
family.
you can't say that. You
Well,
haven't
I
been
can
to the
say that.
farm. I've been
Well,
to her
cows
farm.
only produce milk after they have a baby, right?
Yeah, yeah. So she doesn't keep the cows pregnant all the
No.
time. No.
So then
She
you
will-
only get milk every once in a while.
Well,
Or
because she
cheese?
has 2, so she does vary. But yeah, like
Well,
this
cows will
month-
get pregnant 2 or 3 times in their lifespan naturally, and they can live 24, 25 years. So that means you will only get milk once every 12 years, or 1 year, or twice every 12.
Yeah, well,
every 24
you know,
years.
I'm not a farmer, so I can't answer the question.
But come on, you
but
know
I do
this
know
is
that
this is a
I
little
do
bit
know
of-
that when I go to the farm and see how the animals are treated, they're
But you go
treated
for
better
a day.
than most people.
You go for a day. You can't say that, first of all, because these animals are enslaved. They're not treated better than most people. They don't have freedom.
I think
you
we
go
should
there
just
for a day.
we should just agree to disagree about that.
No, I can't agree to disagree on that one. But either way, like you didn't buy cheese from your friend now, right? You bought
No,
it from a store.
I got it from a farmer's market.
Yeah. So come on, this is clearly what you're supporting.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you stop supporting that?
I support your feelings and thoughts.
It sounds like to me like you're
but-
supporting animal oppression when you don't need to. Why would you do that?
I will think about what you've said and then see what I can.
Sure, but like, you can't answer this question. Is it difficult? Why?
No, I just like you have a right to express your opinion, so do I.
This isn't my opinion.
It
You
is
are
your
supporting oppression. This
it's
is
an
factual.
opinion. It's not fact. It's an
It is
opinion.
factual.
If you use the word oppression, that's an opinion, not.
What is oppression to you?
But anyway,
What is
nice meeting
oppression
you.
to
Thank you.
What is
I
oppression
appreciate
to you?
being on your.
I would say
friend.
I would love to say the same if you would actually answer questions.
I wanted to be in a conversation if it was a conversation. This is just.
I'm fighting for animal rights, man.
Right, but you're
And you're
proselytizing.
fighting against animal rights.
This is not a conversation. But thank you. Nice
I
meeting
mean,
you.
you're trying to support animal oppression. You refuse to call it oppression because it suits your narrative, but it is oppression, and you are supporting oppression. I'm not giving up, everybody. I am not giving up. Let's go. You guys are too young. If you can ask your mother if she consents for you, then we can have a conversation. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. It's just so ridiculous when people come up with these excuses. Oh, I think it's wrong. Yeah, animals should have rights, but then, I'm gonna pay so that they don't. Chip, we should stand outside the lab together one day. That would be cool, John. I would like that. I like to try different forms of activism, and I don't just want to try them. I actually just want to also show other people. Hey, you want to try the social experiment?
She wants to try.
She wants to try it. Is it okay if she's
Yeah, it's
if she's on my YouTube channel?
Oh yeah.
You want to come here so that you can view? What's your name?
Jolie.
Jolie. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. So I fight for the rights of animals. I fight for animals to be treated nicely. Yeah. Do you think animals should be treated nicely?
Weet je wat het belangrijk is? Dat mensen vriendelijk zijn tegen dieren?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Do you think we treat animals nicely when we bring them to life to kill them or use them for food, for clothing or stuff like that?
Vind je het
Yeah, she got it. No. So I'm asking people, we don't need to consume animal products. We don't need to use animals this way. So I'm asking people, I'm trying to tell them, hey, don't buy animal products so that animals are no longer killed for you. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. I don't think I buy something from animals. And yeah, it's not fine that they are will die. But meat, it tastes really nice.
Yeah, but like imagine if all these cows, chickens, and pigs, they get a virus and they no longer exist on this planet, and we only have cats and dogs. Then, would you be okay with eating the meat of cats and dogs?
No.
No, right? And have you ever questioned why do we say to this animal, "Oh, it's okay to eat you, but it's not okay to eat you"?
I think that beef tastes really nice and cats not.
No, they taste nice too.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Yeah, we just assigned it randomly. We said, this animal we will use, we will kill, and this animal we will not. And do you think it's fair? Do you think a dog chooses to be born a dog, or a cow chooses to be born a cow?
no.
No. Don't you think it's unfair then for us to treat them differently based on how they're born?
Yes, but dog you can walk with and cow not.
Does that matter? Like imagine if I cannot walk with your father, right? Let's imagine that your father would, I don't know, it's just somehow I can't walk alongside him. If I can't walk with him or alongside him and I have power over him, does that mean I should kill him?
No.
No, because it doesn't matter what what feelings we have towards them. It's about respecting them who they are, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think is more important? The pleasure that we get from these products or the life that these animals have?
The life.
Yeah. So that would mean to no longer consume these products, right?
Yes.
What would you call a person who doesn't consume any of these products?
Hoe noem je zo iemand? Die geen
Hier.
dieren eet?
Hoe staat het Engels?
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarians still consume animal products like dairy, like meat. Let me tell you about milk, by the way. Why do you think cows make milk? To feed their babies. So farmers, they get them pregnant so that they have the babies. When the babies are born, they separate the babies from their mothers. Do you know why they do that?
So they can take the milk.
Exactly. You're smarter than most adults I speak to. I love it. Yeah. So that they can take the milk. Is that fair towards them?
No.
No. And if the baby is born a male, they don't make any milk. So what do you think happens to them?
They gonna die.
We kill them. Yeah. And if the baby is born female, they suffer the same fate as their mother. They get repeatedly impregnated. They get their babies taken from her, and they get their milk used for their milk. And after 8 years or so, they kill them too. And cows can live 24 years, so they kill them at a young age. Do you know why they kill them so young?
So the milk is gone and then.
Because they cannot get them pregnant anymore, and therefore they cannot produce milk anymore. Yeah. So do you think it's fair to treat cows that way? No. No. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Food for thought, huh?
Food for thought, huh? Let me give you a card. I appreciate you stopping by and having a conversation with me. If you scan this QR code, I think maybe the most important speech you'll ever hear is something you can watch, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know how old you are. How old are you?
11.
11. Yeah, might be a bit too young even for 11, but maybe you'll enjoy it. I'll give you this card. If not, your dad has it. Hey, thank you so much for having this conversation with me.
Thank you.
Thank you for having this conversation with me. Let's respect animals. Let's think about them. Because how we see cats and dogs, from their perspective, they all want to be treated nicely, right? I appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Yeah, I had a nice conversation with the little girl. Her dad was here. It was all good. We could speak to them. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that little girl watch Dominion. No, I said the most important speech you'll ever hear, not Dominion, of course not. But I think that Chip guy did a remarkable job. I mean, that's what you try to with the kids. You know, you try to bring it to what they understand. That's the whole thing about it.
No, I'm the one who need them.
Sure.
Me. You have bias.
Chip is being totally respectful. And say it again?
I like them.
No, I don't smoke. Sorry.
To smoke, right? Hey, can I ask your fans? Let's go number one fans.
No, it's okay.
They're out
It's
of
okay.
fans.
Sure,
Mine
sure.
are
It's
fans.
okay. Just go on about your day. That's okay.
No, they're a piece of shit. My best friend. My best friend. Hi, number idiots. My best friend. Respect.
Do you exploit animals?
Oh, the little kitties, yeah? Imagine. No, there's camera. Come on. That one?
Do you eat animals?
Pussy, yes.
Do you eat animals? So you exploit animals. There you go, everybody. If you want to be safe, ask people about if they eat animals. You see? Not him. I know. I just wanted to prove a point that you just have to talk about veganism and they run away. And I proved the point. You literally run the fuck away. I literally proved the point. Oh, it's so funny. No, I asked him nicely. Listen, just go about your day. I want to have a conversation with you. Give bro his lighter. I don't have a lighter. What do you mean? Why would I have a lighter on me? I don't smoke. Why do you eat plants? Because I need to survive. I need to live. What kind of question is that? To live longer, that's a good response. Yeah. Is cannibalism okay? No, it's not. Cannibalism, carnism, none of it. is okay. Well, if there's consent, if I consent to when I die my friends eating my flesh, then I don't see any problem with it. Plants are your friends and plants feel pain? Okay. So if plants are your friends and plants feel pain, then surely you would want less plants to be killed, wouldn't you? Because they're your friends and they feel pain, right? As you say, they don't, but you know, that's what you're claiming. So if you're claiming that, then you should adopt a plant-based diet, because on a plant-based diet, less plants are killed in the process. Maybe you don't realize that, but that's what happens. Because we forget that these animals that we grow, that we exploit, that we treat like objects, that we kill, that we, you know, literally treat like objects, they are fed way more plants than we would otherwise eat. So yes, if you're a plant lover, you should be vegan. There you go.
I would love talking to you, but I'm not sure you'll understand my language.
English?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You speak English, right?
Oh man, I thought you would not understand English.
No, I understand. Of course I understand English. Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
No problem.
Can you come a little bit closer so that you're in view?
What is it regarding?
What's your name? It's
Krishna.
regarding animals. I'm an animal rights activist. I
Oh,
fight for
lovely.
the rights of animals. Do you think animals deserve rights?
I think they do.
They do. Do you think they deserve the right to not be exploited by us?
Yeah, you can say that.
Do you think animals are exploited in animal agriculture?
I'm sure they are.
And do you think that if you buy animal products, you are supporting animal exploitation?
Unfortunately, yes, but you cannot survive without it.
What would convince you that you can survive and be healthy without it?
Not sure. I'll have to develop taste, and that's an inertia.
So you develop a taste for it, right?
Yeah, you do have to taste for it.
But taste is just preference, is it not?
True, it is. I mean, with the social cause, you can say that, if I have to change something about me and that, that helps to this, sure, why not?
Yeah. So if it's preference, why not? Do you think it's fair to exploit animals for preference?
Maybe Darwin's theory, the survival of the fittest.
Does that apply? Do you live by Darwin's theory,
No, I
survival of
don't.
the fittest?
But
No.
indirect, in some parts of life, we all are doing it.
I think that if we are faced with the option between choosing to exploit an animal or choosing not to, I think we should choose not to. Don't you think the same?
Yeah, it makes sense.
We have this choice
definitely-
every day we
yeah.
eat, every day we buy
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have these choices, right?
Yeah, it's definitely it's could be considered.
Yeah. So what would get you to consider respecting these animals?
I'm not sure. What actually could see. Thinking about it. If not animals, then we are troubling the plants. We are troubling the soil. If we have to grow more vegetables, we are troubling
But,
the nature somehow.
That's a common misconception. That's okay. A lot of the times we forget that most of the plants we grow are to feed the animals. So if we would grow plants to feed ourselves only, we would have to grow less plants. We would use less land.
But then, if the human wants are limited, the corporates would still want to do it to get more profits.
Sure,
maybe dump-
but that doesn't mean you should support it, right?
No, I'm not saying. So, see, either or, either you are helping the plants or you're helping the animals. Either or, one thing, we'll be troubling the plants or troubling the animals.
No.
One thing or the other thing.
Plants
would
or
be
animals, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like when you buy animal products, you kill more plants and exploit an animal.
Point taken. Point taken.
So why not choose the one that kills less plants and doesn't exploit an animal?
True. Can be given a thought.
Let me just give you a card, okay? Scan this QR code and watch the menu. I'll give you the card to take with you.
Got it.
Do you live here in the Netherlands?
No, I'm from India.
You're from India?
Yeah.
India, you have so many options. There's no need to exploit animals, man. Come on. You can choose to not exploit animals. There's a
Sure.
documentary for India called Makadut.
Oh,
Do you speak Hindi?
Of course.
Yeah. Maybe give that a watch. Makadut.
Makadut.
It's mother's milk.
Yeah,
pretty
of
sure,
course.
right?
I know what is
yeah.
Hindi is.
Yeah.
Good.
Give that a watch. You might.
Yeah.
It's specifically made for Indians and by Indians. Okay.
Right.
Have a good one.
Nice talking to you.
Cheers.
What are you doing?
He was with his child. I didn't want to. Didn't seem really interested in the conversation anyway, but that's okay. Let's see. Maybe we can get a couple more conversations. We're approaching the 3-hour mark. You wanna try to have a conversation with me? How old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh, okay, perfect. Oop. Lost my flower. That sounds weird. It's okay. I'll put it. What's your name, by the way?
Carolina.
Carolina. Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Hi.
Put it in my cap. It's okay. I'm Chip.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, Carolina. Where are you from?
I'm from Belgium.
From Belgium. Okay. I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. Do you think animals deserve rights?
Yes, of course.
Do you think they deserve the right to not be exploited by us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that animal agriculture exploits animals?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Do you think that when you buy animal products, you are supporting animal exploitation because you're giving money to animal agriculture?
Partly, yes. Well, yeah. If you don't check where you buy from, yes.
I mean, if you're buying an animal product, regardless of where you're buying from, one animal had to be exploited to make that product, right?
Well, I believe it's also. We're not only meant to eat vegetables, for example, so I think you have to draw the line between exploitation and just surviving.
Who says this we're meant to? Because we can survive and be healthy on a plant-based diet, and we can survive and be healthy by eating animal products. So if we can do both, shouldn't we choose the one that is the least oppressive?
Well, plants are also living organisms.
Sure, but they're not
So-
sentient, you know? They don't have an experience of the world, they don't have emotions, they're not a somebody.
We don't know that.
We do, because they don't have a brain, and sentience is an emerging property of brains. But let's imagine that plants are sentient, okay? I don't want to debate that with people. They're not, by the way. The science is pretty out there that they're not. But let's imagine that they are. When we forget that when we buy animal products, the animals that we use for milk, for eggs, for meat, we feed them way more plants than we would otherwise eat. So
Sure.
our choice is then between killing some plants or killing a lot more plants and exploiting an innocent animal, right? So isn't still the morally preferable choice the one where we kill less plants?
Yeah, that would be true, yeah.
Yeah. So do you think that you could make choices like this that don't oppress animals so that you can align with your values?
You could, yeah.
You could, yeah. Is there anything holding you back from now on for always saying no to animal oppression?
Yes, personally, I struggle with eating disorders. I always have been. So
I'm sorry you're feeling that. You're having that.
Eating vegetables, for example, is like a very big trigger. So I cannot do that.
You don't have to
mentally.
eat vegetables, by the way, right? Like instead
Yeah,
of meat, you can
I
eat
know.
plant-based meat. Instead of all of this, you can have the plant-based versions of it if those are triggering. But wouldn't that work for you?
Well, in this economic situation, it's not always affordable for everyone. So
Okay. Well, what if I give you resources to help you adopt a plant-based diet with a nutritionist, within your budget and within your area, and maybe within your eating disorder? I'm sorry, you have an eating disorder, and a lot of the times I try to take a step back with the eating disorder. I just want to ask you this: if you have the resources, do you think it's important for you to choose the right option?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, how many more animals would you like to be oppressed for you until you make a change?
I can't answer that.
You can't answer that.
I can't answer it.
You don't know how many you want, or do you know how many
I
you will
just
be?
I'm not educated enough about this topic to answer that question.
Sure. Let me give you a card. Oh, shit. I'm almost out of cards. So I'll just give you one card. If you scan this QR code, watch the minion. It shows what animal agriculture does to animals. See if you actually accept it. You know, I'm not here to make money off of you. Animal agriculture, they'll tell you what you need to hear so that you buy their products. This is the reality of what animals go through. Give that a watch, promise me.
Okay.
And you have a thing there called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day, and help you adopt a plant-based diet for free. All
Okay.
for free, okay?
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Promise me you'll watch one of those videos. Both of them are on top, okay? I appreciate you. Have a good one. You want to have a conversation with me?
Yeah, why not?
Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, but may I ask about what?
Animals.
All right.
Yeah.
First of all, pleased to meet you, Marius.
Marius, nice to meet you. I'm Chip. Are you Romanian?
Definitely.
I'm also Romanian. Perfect.
Oh,
My name is
really?
Ciprian, but we'll be speaking in English.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Constanța.
Oh, okay.
And I live already in this country since 2010.
Okay.
I studied in the Netherlands trade and economy. I took my MBO level 1. Then I studied elderly care, took my MBO level 2. I studied then logistical team leader, took my MBO level 3. I also studied to become a maritime officer, but sadly it didn't work. Now I'm really busy to get my Romanian citizenship back with God's blessing, because my mom forced me to give up on my Romanian passport when I was younger, and I really fought against it.
Do you have to give up your Dutch citizenship if you give?
No, I had to give up my Romanian passport.
But if you get it back, you have to give up your Dutch citizenship.
Doesn't matter, I will. I love my country from the
Oh,
bottom
you
of
wanna
my
come
heart.
back to Romania?
There is no more beautiful place than my beloved birth country, Romania.
Okay.
And I was born in Constanța, and I also called yesterday at Maritime University Constanța and asked them if they have an age border. Like if you reach a certain age, you cannot study anymore.
You wanna come here?
Yeah, it's alright, And I told they told me that even if you're 60 years old, you can still study at Maritime University Constanța. But I also have to make my diplomas, my degrees that I've taken here, recognized by the Authority of Equivalation of Diplomas in Bucharest. And by the way, you said about animals, right?
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. So by the way, good luck with all that.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. Do you think animals deserve rights?
Definitely they do deserve rights, but I don't think that an animal is more important than a human being.
That's okay.
But I am definitely against oppression against animals. Then I just don't like you, and I might get aggressive and even hit you.
Okay. I like that. I like this fiery. So you think animals should not be oppressed?
Definitely no.
Do you think animal agriculture oppresses animals?
Yes and no. Let me explain myself first. Doing it in a rightly manner does not. But doing it in an how should I put
Wait,
that
is
in words?
killing an animal for an optional product ever right?
Look, I'm a Muslim. I consider that if you do it in a halal way, it's okay. But if you do it in a normal how people they do it, no. And in the sense of if you do it fast, without the animal knowing it, painless as possible, and do not waste the life of the animal. Just because, do not waste it. Like use it, take from the nature, but do not take more than you need. In that way.
Doesn't it also say in the Quran that wait, first of all, how important is this your religion in this sense? Are you really making these choices because of your religion, or?
Yes, no, I'm a Muslim. I'm not the best Muslim in the world, but I do my best.
Do you drink alcohol?
Hell no.
No.
I don't really like it, to be honest. Look, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes a beer, it's nice.
Sometimes you didn't drink alcohol.
It's nice, but if you drink on a weekly basis, no, hell no.
But it does say do not drink alcohol, right?
Do not abuse alcohol. That says don't drink alcohol. Do not abuse.
I thought it says do not drink alcohol.
I read the Quran six times from beginning till end, and it says do not abuse.
Doesn't it also say that to harm an animal when there is no need, even a sparrow?
Definitely,
it's haram.
It's haram, which means it's not lawful. It's sinful. God will punish you, and when you will die, you will be judged by the Lord of the worlds, the God of Jesus Christ, Moses, and Abraham, and the God of Israel. Of how did you treat the animals around you? How did you treat people? Wait, I'm not gonna take this now. How do you treat people, your parents, people around you, and even if you're bad towards plants, you're not allowed even to cut a tree, because even a tree has life.
But let me ask you this, because it's not necessary to kill animals.
Yes.
It's not necessary to consume animal products. Doesn't that mean that the violence we inflict on them, even if it is the halal way, is essentially bad?
Well, God Almighty said himself, the one who believes in me, he shall not kill. And let's put just the religion on the other side. Let's, from an ethical point of view, look at it, but also from a religious point of view, also from an ethical point of view. Look, I wouldn't kill a young animal. Look, I never killed an animal, dude. If you give me a
But
knife,
all animals are killed as young, for meat,
You're
for
right.
dairy, for eggs, for all of them. They're all killed at less than half their lifespan.
you're right, absolutely right. But I myself have never killed, not even a fish.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
But don't you think you have the same responsibility when you pay somebody to do it for you?
Yes, I'm a hypocrite in this sense.
Yeah.
I love to eat meat. I just ate meat. I love to eat meat. But from an Islamic way of view, if it's halal, killed in a halal way, painless, it's allowed, because God made it that way.
Yeah,
but I agree with you in another sense of No, the one who believes in God shall not kill. Even Jesus Christ never. Well, I knew that Jesus Christ ate fish,
Yeah.
but not lamb or other
Actually,
stuff.
fish was just loosely translated because fish actually meant just food, and I think in the translation that they used, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, like, I just. Do you think that you can make different choices? Do you think you can adopt a plant-based diet and not oppress animals this way? Still enjoy your food, still get all the nutrients that you need.
Actually, you're right. I agree with you. I could, and a lot of the planet could, inclusively me, change my way into living a life where I do not eat meat of animals. I agree with you on that. But
Dairy also, eggs, all of it is bad.
that I disagree with you. I know I
Let's
need
go
milk.
through dairy. Let's go through dairy. You know why
I
cows
love
produce
milk.
milk?
I love milk.
Do you know why cows produce milk?
Please enlighten me.
So, why would a mammal produce milk? When does a mammal produce milk?
No idea, to be honest.
When
I
they
mean,
have a baby.
The whole, yeah, you're right. I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay.
Even dolphins?
Even dolphins. So mammals only produce milk when they have babies. So they have to have a baby. So do you think cows get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
Well, to be honest, look, a good farmer, like our Romanian farmers, will do it only when the cow and the bulls are in heat. But I do agree with you.
I've seen it in Romania.
No,
I
no,
know
no,
what happens in Romania. I've seen it in my
No,
grandma's
I apologize,
backyard. I know what you mean.
But I agree with you 100, 200%, 1,000,000% that now, especially in the West, the Netherlands, France, England, the United States of America, Spain, even the Western world, they are a very capitalistic way of thinking, and capitalistic is I'll do anything to get so much money as possible, and that's even forcing animals with, how should I say that? Special chemicals to get in heat, force them to become pregnant. It's not their natural way of.
But let's go through it. So first of all, the impregnation is controlled by the farmer. Even if it does happen with the bull, the farmer keeps the bull separate up until they want the cow to be impregnated. So that's already immoral in my act, right? You control the breeding process because you want to get something out of the animal. You're not doing it for their interest. You're doing it for your interest. Number one, when the babies are born, what do you think happens to the babies? Actually, I'll tell you. They separate them from their mother. Do you know why I did that? Including in Romania. I've seen it, my grandma do that.
No, you're right. Sorry, when I said in our countries, I do love my country a lot. But
you
no,
know why they
you're
do
right.
that?
For the profit?
No, they do it because if the baby stays with the mother, may drink more milk than it needs to.
Oh, and the milk needs to be used for human.
Exactly.
Human
If
consumption.
the baby's born male, they kill them, and they get packed as veal. And if the baby is born female, every year impregnated like their mother, every year baby's taken and milk exploited for milk. And at the age of 8 or 9, they kill them. And cows can live 24, 25 years. Do you know why they kill them at that age?
Because then it's ripe to be eaten.
Because they can't get them pregnant anymore.
And you're right, but I agree with you, but I disagree with the practice that they use in. But I also.
This happens everywhere, man.
I do not want to be a hypocrite. I love meat. I will continue to eat meat. But to be honest, if in my religion we say you will not eat meat,
But you will continue to be violent towards animals.
I'd never killed an animal.
No, but you're paying for violence towards animals.
Bro, wait.
Just because you don't do it doesn't mean. Just because you don't pull the trigger doesn't mean it's not your fault.
Yeah. I do also bear the same fault with the person that did it, because I enjoy the meat. But one question: are you, how do you call that, a vegan?
Yeah.
Or you're a vegan?
I'm an animal rights activist. That's why I do this. I'm vegan because I choose to not do this to animals myself. You can be vegan and choose to not do this to animals. I'm not asking you to be an animal rights activist. I'm asking you to not oppress animals, to not be a dick to animals.
Look, I never killed an animal, but I do enjoy flesh.
But you pay for hundreds of them to be killed for you in your name.
Well, if they already killed it, wouldn't be a waste if I wouldn't.
You just said capitalistic. You understand supply and demand. If you demand more, they will bring more. If you demand less, there will be less.
I don't think that the world will change just because a couple of activists, and when I say, let's say, 1 million.
The world has changed already for that matter, and it actually is going in that direction. But either way, what kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to just support violence because everybody else does it?
Look, I'm a person. I do support violence in a certain situations.
No,
if
you support
somebody-
violence towards animals in a situation because
even
you
towards
want to.
humans, in the sense of, if not you, but somebody touches me, and I say to you 20 times, please leave me alone, the 21 time I'll break your jaw, rightly so.
Sure, but like what I'm saying is that towards
it's not,
that's in self-defense, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying towards these are innocent, defenseless animals, and you're paying for somebody to be violent towards them so that you can get a product that you enjoy out of it's pleasure that you get from it. It's not nutrition because you can get nutrition
It's
from plants and
definitely
plant-based
nutrition,
products. You
but
can get nutrition from plants and plant-based
I agree.
products.
I agree
yeah.
with you on this. But look, the world is not perfect. From a religious point of view, you're allowed to consume meat if it's doing in a halal, in a lawful way in the eyes of God.
That's
like
just an excuse.
for you.
Not for you.
No,
You're making it an excuse because you're using an all-compassionate, all-knowing God to justify an act of violence, an act of unnecessary violence.
No. I'm seeing it from a religious point of view, and now let's talk from an ethical point of view. 2 points: one of the religion way, and the other the ethical
So
one.
how is it ethical to take the life of a sentient being for something you don't need?
I do need it actually, but it's
You
not
don't.
necessary.
You
It's
can
not
thrive
necessary.
on a plant-based diet. You don't need it. You want it, but you don't need it. There's a difference there.
Well, I have never killed an animal in my life.
You said that a couple of times, but you pay for others to do it.
Definitely. We do not live in a perfect world.
Doesn't matter. It's not that the world isn't perfect. It's that when you do this, you're making the world a worse place. You're making the world stray even more away
But
from
don't
this
you
perfect
think that?
world.
Don't you think that there are? I agree with you, definitely. Look, I see your point of view. But don't you agree that there are other, much worse stuff in this world, like the United States of America actually oppressing Iran when actually Israel attacked first? An example given it. I do not want to change the topic.
Sure. I don't want to go into politics. I'll
Yeah.
agree with you that there's plenty of bad things happening in the world. It's just that this is one where we are directly responsible for. You can directly choose differently. It's so easy for you to on this matter, on this issue in the world, it's so easy for you to be moral. It's so easy for you to be on the right side. Simply make a different choice.
I agree with you.
I can't, like I would have to protest in front of the government. I would have to do all these kind of things.
And do you think they care about your protest?
And maybe they don't
especially
even
in Romania?
care. Yeah, maybe they don't even care about that exactly. So it's considerably more difficult to make changes in those directions and those issues. But in this particular one, you can just choose differently, and you make this choice 3 times a day, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm still going to enjoy flesh. I love it.
You're gonna enjoy the violence.
But no, allow me. I have never killed. No, and it's not like cleaning my image or something. I never killed, and I will not kill an animal.
But can you at least call it what it is? Because when you say
Yes,
you enjoy meat, you're saying I enjoy the product that comes out of violence towards an innocent animal.
I'm gonna say the truth, okay? And
Yeah.
I do not want to be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I do not want to be enjoying immoral stuff and be portrayed as an angel, okay? In the sense of, you're right. Killing animals like we do in the normal industry that we used to do in the slaughterhouses, it's not normal. It shouldn't be allowed. It's not legal. And I agree that we should not kill animals like, oh, I see him, I want to eat him, fuck him, let's cut him.
But that's what you're doing.
No, you're right. What happens now in the world?
No, that's what you pay for right now.
What I'm paying for. But
Yeah, I want to eat your flesh. I'm gonna kill you. You're just saying, well, I'm killing you the right way. I'm not killing you. They're doing it the wrong way. I'm doing it the right way. But you're doing the same violence towards them. Come on, you're taking their life. This is nonsense.
Wait.
This is
Let me
justification.
put you a question. I see where you're going through, but allow me to put a question, please. What do you like better? Wait. And also a human and animal. Seeing somebody who's going to cut you, or thinking that life is beautiful and from nowhere comes death.
Of course, the second one, but that's not this is not the point. These are not your
That's
options.
still not an excuse.
Your options are, as you said, seeing somebody kill you, somebody killing you out of nowhere, or nobody killing you. Which one would you choose?
Nobody killing me. I agree.
So why not make this choice for all these animals also?
Again, I'm from 2 points of view: ethical and religious. From an Islamic way, it was written by God.
But what about ethical? There you go.
Now with ethical, I agree with you. You're right, but so was since the world.
Does that make it right? The fact that we've been doing it for a long time makes it right? We now have options. Maybe we didn't have options in the past. We do today.
I agree with you now. But I don't think that's going to stop. And look, I'm gonna say it again because I
Why
do
does
not.
that matter?
I will still enjoy fish.
Rape, murder, they're still gonna happen in our societies. Does that mean we should not try to stop them?
No, definitely we should stand hard against it.
So any form of injustice,
even-
we shouldn't support it. If we find it as unjust towards the victim, we shouldn't continue supporting it just because it's not gonna stop.
I agree with you. Look, even towards animals, injustice even towards animals, it shouldn't be allowed, and we should stand up strong against it.
But you are gonna continue supporting it.
Look, I will continue enjoying meat. I love meat. But wait, allow me to say one thing. I won't kill an animal for meat.
Doesn't mean
But
anything.
because I'm paying it, yeah, I'm also in a way, in a certain way, that I bear the same guilt as the one who kills it, but not entirely.
I'm gonna be a little bit of a dick to you right now, but
Yeah.
it's actually a little bit of a coward move because you wouldn't kill the animal
Hypocrisy,
yourself,
you
but you're paying somebody to do it. It's not hypocrisy. It's a little bit of a coward move because you couldn't do it yourself. You're paying
I could
somebody.
do it. No. Allow me to say, I could do it with my own hands.
But you wouldn't do it for pleasure, for a
look,
taste
I
pleasure. You would do
couldn't
it out
sleep.
of necessity.
I could not sleep knowing that I took a life. But there is hypocrisy in that in a way.
But you know that there are animals right now with the choices that you're making. There are animals who are bred into existence to be killed specifically for you.
As long
And
as
in your name.
as long as no, definitely hell no. I understand what you're saying, but again, from two points of view. As a Muslim, you must do it in the name of God Himself, the one who created it. But from an ethical point of view, putting religion aside, you're right in a way. But I still enjoy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I will tell to you, look.
I just failed to say. Do you think enjoyment justifies oppression?
No, definitely no.
But your actions do. Say, I enjoy it, therefore it's okay to oppress them.
No, hell no. No, I will never enjoy to kill an animal.
No, but you enjoy the product that comes out of oppression. It doesn't matter. It's a product that comes out of oppression. It doesn't matter that you don't enjoy the oppression that is happening to animals. You enjoy the product that comes out of it, and you pay for the oppression to happen so that you get the
And we
product.
should let animal getting 100 years old, dying, and life goes on.
Just
that
like
way.
we should let you live 100 years old if that's what you want to do. Because we should respect your rights, we should respect their
Okay,
rights. Why is it that you think you deserve to live more than they do?
Survival of the fittest?
Is it really you live your life by survival of the fittest?
Hey,
if
before
I would be
wait, wait.
stronger than you, would it be fair for me to kill you? You want to live by that
allow
life?
me, no, allow me to say, before was the dinosaurs, right? Then it came the comet. Then we, in an how do you say it? Darwin point of view of the evolutionary that I do not believe in. It was the survival of the fittest, and I agree with you with what you're saying. That just because I'm stronger than you doesn't mean that I should destroy you. But we live now in a different civilized society.
No more but. No
Why
more
not?
but?
But
Because you know what you're doing. You understand that it's bad. You understand the oppression, but you like the product that comes out of it, and you're trying to find justifications for you to continue doing it so that you continue getting the product. But
do you think that if I stop
take your food enjoyment out of it for a second, take what you get out of it, all your benefit, and ask yourself, is what we're doing to these animals really right? Because if it's not, then you should probably put your enjoyment on the side, because you can enjoy other products. They cannot choose to live a different life. They get put
wait,
into a
and now I
slaughterhouse
put
because
you
of
another question, yeah, because we are both from the same country.
Yeah.
And when you go in the forests of Transylvania and you meet Mosh Martin, what do you think is going to happen? Just because you will be a human rights activist, or you're gonna eat you like a pack of lunch?
But that's a different case, isn't
He's
it?
still an animal.
But he's not an innocent, defenseless animal who I bred into existence to exploit and kill them. He's an animal who's minding their own business. I'm infringing on their territory, and therefore they'll try to attack me, and I'll try to defend myself.
So they are in our
How
territory.
is that morally justified? They are not. We bring them to life. All these animals that you pay to be killed, we bring them to life only to be killed.
I did not kill them.
You saying that they're in our territory
In
yet
the-
again justifies exactly this, because you bring them to life in your territory, and then you're saying I have the right to kill them because they're in my territory.
You just said that the same with the bear.
No, it's not, because a bear, I didn't bring a bear to life. The bear is maybe attacking me, and I have the right to defend myself, but that doesn't mean
So do
I
I
get to...
bring- wait.
Wait, does that mean I have the right now to take a knife and go stabbing animals in the throat?
Hell no.
So then how do
Allow
you
me, wait,
justify
allow me.
paying for animals to be stabbed in the throat for something that you don't need, but something that you enjoy? Come on.
Allow me. I see that Reach the nerve.
No, you're just coming up with ridiculous excuses over excuses
Or you
over
could just not
excuses.
accept. Look, you said. Wait, allow me.
They're just nonsense excuses, man. Because at the end of the day, let me show you. At the end of the day, this is what animals go through. This is not something this is halal. This shit is halal. This is what you pay for. This is the most violent, worst thing. You don't do it, but somebody does it for you and in your name.
I agree with that's not halal. Halal is.
This is halal, yes.
No, it should be. Halal means killing the animal as
Have you
fast
seen the
as.
videos of halal? This is halal.
Look, I saw it with my own eyes.
This is halal, man.
Please
This is from a
allow me-
halal slaughter.
Will
It's
you-
with a sharp knife. The animal doesn't see it. They keep the chin up. They feed them. They
Will you
said
allow me-
abisma,
In
and
the
then,
name of the most merciful.
yeah,
and
they
gracious.
do all that, and then they feed them water. They try to calm them down, and then they put the knife to their throat and kill
Will
them.
you please allow me to speak? Halal means to killing the animal as fast as possible, so painless as possible.
Yes, this is a photo that's taken when they were cutting the throat. This isn't like slowly. It's just a photo taken in the mid of it.
Well, it shouldn't. That's not how halal is.
It is. It's cutting the throat of an animal.
No, it's not.
Who gives a shit, man? All of this is what you pay for dairy products. Look at this. Come on, man. This is violence. You saying that, oh, this is not what I pay for. This is halal. Halal is different somehow. Do you think that to the sentient
I
being
agree-
that
I-
you cut their throat matters?
I agree with you.
You don't.
It's disgusting.
You don't agree with me because you're going to continue paying for this. If you agreed with me,
But
you
you
would stop paying for it.
By the way, do you try now to push to change me?
Yeah, I want you to stop oppressing animals.
Look, I never killed an animal in
Do you
my
support
life.
oppression? Doesn't matter.
I'm still going to enjoy flesh.
What can I say? You're still gonna enjoy and support violence and oppression towards animals.
No, wait. Allow me again, please.
Because you enjoy their
Can I
product.
also speak? Allow me also to talk, if you allow me to. I never killed an animal, and I've
Said that 100 times in this conversation.
But I
Doesn't
do-
mean anything.
but I do-
Most people have never killed an animal, but most people pay for this. You're like them. You're
And do
like
you-
most people.
And do you think that it's going to stop?
Does it matter if it's gonna stop or not? Yes, it is gonna stop. Because just like how slavery stopped, just like how women got rights, all of the injustices at some point they stop. And then you have to ask yourself, which side of it were you on? Well, I know I was on the right side of it. You say, well, I'm on the side where I'm not on the right side of it, but I really enjoyed their flesh. So it was justified.
Well, could I please put you one more question, if you allow me?
Sure, but just one question
Okay.
and then let's finish.
Are you a feminist?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are
now I
you,
get
you don't think women should have rights?
Definitely they should have rights, but I just think, do you want me to tell you my opinion on it?
If you're gonna come up with some bullshit why women should not have rights, no thank you.
Hell no, I do believe that women should have rights.
So then
But
you're a
I-
feminist also.
Hell no.
That's what feminist means. It means women should have equal rights and opportunities.
Equal rights, but once that woman abuses their rights against men oppressing them, then I'm absolutely against it. Then I support Andrew Tate.
The fuck, man? You support the rapist?
No, definitely not. But do you
He's
have
a
evidence?
convicted rapist, yeah.
He's a convicted rapist.
Yeah. Look, pull up your phone. He's a convicted
And
rapist.
why the judges in Romania spoke him free?
He's not free. He's at house arrest.
Now he's free. He's not anymore in house arrest. but now
Because
he's
your beautiful country that you love so much, you
Yes.
know how corrupt it is.
definitely, sadly,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Sadly.
You know, he was convicted of human trafficking, rape, and so sex trafficking, rape, and another one.
Well, prostitutes go to pimps, not pimps to prostitutes.
Dude, he was convicted of sex trafficking and rape. How are you defending this? You say you're a Muslim, you care about values, and you're defending somebody who's doing sex trafficking and rape?
Do you have proofs about it? Or are
I
just
don't want to talk
rumors?
to you anymore. I'm sorry. You can pull up your phone. My phone is over here. If you can pull up your phone and look it up yourself. Stop defending the rapists and the assholes of this world. Come on, man.
Then also the prostitutes should not go to the pimps and enjoying
Sure.
and enjoying the money that comes
Sure.
from prostitution.
Sure, but also people should not be sex trafficking and raping people. I'm against sex trafficking and raping. Are you for sex trafficking and raping?
Definitely
You
against
say you're
it.
against that, and then you say you're against animal oppression, yet you support it. You say you're against it, and you support it because you like this guy who does it. So I don't know what to tell you, man.
I never said that.
You say
Wait,
all
wait,
these
what-
things.
what-
You
don't
say
put-
all
don't
the
put
right
words in
things.
my mouth
You
like-
say all the right things. but then your values are in all the wrong places, because you say, yes, I respect women, but you know what? I like the person who did sex trafficking for women and raped
And you-
women.
and you want- wait,
I
wait,
say
wait.
I respect animals, but I pay every single day, three
Look,
times
look,
per day,
look.
for animals to have their throat cut for me because I enjoy the taste of their flesh. No, you don't. You don't respect anything. You don't respect women and you don't respect animals.
Don't put words in my mouth, first of all. Second of all, look, I do respect women, but just because you have a pussy and a vagina and tits doesn't mean that I respect you. If you suck 20 different dicks, definitely you're a whore.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are. Oh, dude, you're a feminist.
Yeah, women are allowed to sleep with however many men they want, or how many women they want, or how many.
And if your children and she's the mother of your child, what is it?
Yeah, I don't
What-
give
what
a
is
shit.
it? No?
They can have sex with how many
Well, I do
partners
give
they
a shit.
want.
If my mom sucked 20 different
Sure.
dicks, I didn't want to
Sure,
watch it.
sure, but that's your choice. You can choose to have a partner that does not, that slept with as many partners as you
Then
want.
you're toxic masculine, right?
No, I
But no, wait,
choose-
wait.
I allow- I allow-
Why does all woman wants to suck the dick of guys like Andrew Tate? Because he's big, he got in 8-pack,
But
he's
I'm not
multimillionaire.
interested in this.
Isn't
I'm
it
not
true?
interested in this
You're
conversation.
not interested in
No,
the
I'm
truth.
not interested in this
Well,
conversation. Not the truth. Like, honestly, I'm not interested. Can you please let's just end this
Okay, then
conversation.
have a nice day. And,
I hope you stop oppressing animals. That's just it. That's
I
when I
never-
asked. You are supporting
I never
animal
killed an
oppression.
animal.
Sure, you never kill them, but you pay for somebody to do it. We've already established this 100 times. Let's just move on, okay? Have a day and
Okay, then enjoy your life with your plant-based life.
Sure. You want to have a conversation with me?
Yeah. Can I just ask how many people are watching this?
170 right now.
170. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you've heard some of the conversations we were
Yeah.
having.
No, I
right?
know. I'm kind of aware of what this is roughly about.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about animals?
Well, I think I'm very persuaded by the things that you've been. I mean, I've heard them before, of course.
Are you
but-
not for Andrew Tate or?
No, I thought the previous guy was quite ridiculous. Actually,
Yeah.
I found it quite funny.
Yeah.
But what I'm just want you to consider is that what you're asking people to do here is to overcome a really, really deep something, an evolutionary.
Programming,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just feel that you're right. I'm not sure you're doing it in the right way though.
Listen, man, you came into a conversation with a fucking misogynist.
No, there's nothing
right
you can
now.
do about that guy.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I had today plenty of beautiful, down-to-earth conversations with so many people, children also. I speak nicely to people. I'm a nice guy. I understand the difficulty that some people may be facing and the programming that I myself have also undergone.
Yeah,
right?
no, because
I completely understand that.
Because I'm a little bit ashamed to do this, but I do
Yeah.
eat meat. But that's because I'm being fed by my parents. I think when I leave home, which will be very soon, this is what my brothers and my
Yeah.
sister have been trying to do. I think I'm gonna try and stop eating meat. But yeah.
But if your parents, let me pose just to challenge your views a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm
go-
not
no,
trying to
please go
push
for
you.
it.
I'm just
That's
trying
what
to
I'm
challenge
talking-
your
yeah, yeah.
views. So if your parents start eating cats and dogs, are you gonna continue eating that? Are you gonna eat that?
No, I'm not going to. But I don't think.
The reason
think,
why I
yeah.
asked this question is because that means you do have a say in the matter. It's just not as much as you think
I
it is,
totally
right?
get that, yeah.
And it may seem difficult for you to say no to your parents and say, hell no, I don't want to participate in this violence towards animals. But you can still have a choice and say that.
Yeah.
I'm not forcing it like you. Of course, you do what you
Mm.
feel. I understand it might be a little bit more difficult. And hell, I'm 37. I became vegan when I was 33 or something. So I understand that when you're under somebody else's roof, it might be a little bit difficult.
Why are you a vegan rather than a vegetarian? Because I can definitely get being a vegetarian, and I think I might well be. But vegan, why?
So when I learned what happens to dairy cows, that's what made me go vegan. Do you know what? I was vegetarian for a long time. Do you know what dairy cows? Why do cows produce milk?
No, why?
So they produce milk to feed their babies.
Yeah.
So farmers impregnate them, of course, right? Which for me is already bad. I know it seems like
that's
they're
a li- yeah.
animals, we can do whatever we want to them. But I would say sexual exploitation towards animals is just as bad as sexual exploitation to humans, just because the victim.
Just as bad.
Yeah, just
Okay.
because the victim. Let me explain. Let
Yeah.
me explain.
Yeah.
Just because the victim is a different species doesn't mean that they cannot suffer just as much. Okay.
I just worry about your understanding of other things' capacity to suffer, because I don't know that necessarily. I don't think necessarily that animals and humans are the only things that could be conscious.
No,
I
of
know
course
that.
not.
I don't think. I know that plants aren't conscious.
Yeah, they're not.
You think they're not?
No.
Really?
They don't
Like,
have a brain.
completely
Consciousness is an emerging property of brains. Yeah.
What's it? Are you an atheist?
Yeah, of course.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So you believe that that's. Well, I'm not an atheist.
Listen, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to be an atheist. And even if you
Mm.
think that plants are consciousness, at the end of the day, we bring.
I don't. I don't think that.
But it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I'm just
even-
not completely convinced.
Sure,
they're not.
sure.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay. And like I also don't believe that they're completely unconscious. Let's
Yeah.
put it this way. I do
Yeah.
think that there might be something there, but we gotta eat something. And when we have to eat something, I'd rather kill some plants which I know for a fact they don't have a subjective experience, or the
But
likelihood of them
okay.
having a subjective experience is really low, rather than killing more plants and an innocent animal.
The
in
problem,
process.
the problem that this looks like to me is that you're saying, right, killing you seem to be using the exact same argument that humans use to justify killing animals, because we're like, oh, they're less intelligent than us.
Oh no,
okay, we
I'm
can
not
kill them.
saying less intelligent.
or less. Or,
I can
you know-
explain to you why sentience matters.
No, but I'm just talking because there's this jump human to animal, and then there's
No,
this jump
no.
animal to plant.
No,
and
so-
I'm
so-
interested in what the difference
Sure.
between those
The
two jumps
difference between them is sentience. Do you know what sentience
Yeah,
is?
yeah, I know what
It's the capability of a subjective experience. It means essentially that they're an individual. Okay, we have a moral responsibility towards individuals. Let's imagine that again, even in a situation, let's imagine that plants, we find out that there are individuals too.
Yeah.
A plant-based diet, it's still the morally preferable choice.
But why?
Because the animals that we grow in animal agriculture are fed way more plants than we would otherwise eat to get the
Yeah.
same amount of calories or protein. So in that sense, we would still be killing less sentient beings if that
That's
were
fair
the
enough.
case.
That's
You see
a good
what I
point,
mean?
yeah.
So it's still. I don't think they are sentient, by the way, but like that's okay.
I don't
Even-
completely
yeah.
understand why you don't think that they could. But
Because
I don't
sentience
know.
is an emerging property of brains.
Yeah, it
Plants
is,
are just
right.
really incredibly intelligent.
It's because you don't have an idea of consciousness that's away from the brain, whereas I do.
No, I can understand that. It's just that there's, I actually maybe there's a study called, well, not a study, an article. You can find it on PubMed. It's called Plants Consciousness: The Burden of Proof.
Yeah.
And it goes through why plants cannot be conscious, and it explains biologically.
Really?
Yeah, it goes through all of the reasons why they cannot actually be sentient. But you know, yet again,
Well,
this
again,
doesn't-
it's more of a philosophical thing than a scientific. I
Well,
think, in a
yeah,
certain way.
well, no, this is scientific about why they cannot be conscious, but why they cannot be sentient. But either way, like even if they were, it would still be morally preferable to adopt a plant-based diet, right? So I don't want to. I know a lot of people think that, so I don't want to debate that with people because I don't have the evidence on me. So to make a claim without everybody can make a claim. Right, it's when we show the evidence that's what matters.
It's definitely an interesting point.
Yeah, but how old are you, by the way?
I'm 18 right now.
18, and
Yeah.
you said you're gonna when you leave your parents.
Well, I haven't completely decided, but I'm definitely strongly considering it. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go through this dairy cows because you asked me why do so. First of all, it is the forceful insemination that I have a problem with. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two is when the babies are born, they are separated from their mother. Do you know why?
Why? No, why?
The reason why the babies are separated is because if they stay with their mother, they would drink the milk.
Yeah.
So they have to separate them so that they can get as much milk as they want to. Sometimes they feed some of the milk back to the baby. A lot of the times they just feed them formula. If the baby is born male, they don't produce milk. So what do you think happens to them?
Kills.
Exactly. And if the baby is born female, they suffer the same fate as their mother. Every year impregnated, babies taken, exploited for their milk, and they do this repeatedly up until the age of 7 or 8, after which they also kill them.
Yeah.
Cows can live 24, 25 years, and they kill them at the age of 7 or 8. Do you know why?
Why? For veal.
Well, for veal, it's the male babies that they become
Okay,
veal.
right.
But no, the cows, they kill them at the age of 7 or 8 because they can no longer get them pregnant, so they can't get milk out of them. That's why. It's bad
very
for the
sad, yeah.
animals. It's pretty clearly bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a good chat.
Let me just give you a card, okay? It will help you out. Maybe watch it even with your parents. It's Dominion or The Most Important Speech You'll Ever Hear. They both appear on top when you scan that QR code,
Well,
okay?
nice to meet you.
I appreciate you having this conversation with me. Cheers. Okay, everybody, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. It's been more than 3 hours. It's been a lot of conversations, That Romanian guy, fuck me. I did not see that person having a problem with me being a feminist or with me fighting for animal rights. Sorry, with me, like he said, he's a fan of Andrew Tate. Like, Chip, you are so good. It's so encouraging watching you handle every personality doing your vegan outreach. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so very much, Marcos. It's just such a ridiculous thing. He was saying, hi, you want to have a try? How old are you?
15.
15. I'm sorry, you're too young. Are your parents here or something?
No, they're over there, but
No,
it's okay. Yeah.
it's okay. Have a good one. Let me give you a card. I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. Just scan this QR code and watch the minion, okay?
Yeah,
The appears
sure.
on top.
Thanks. Man.
Have a good one. Yeah. A lot of people. I think this is a really good spot, huh? It's during the week also. What's with all the Tate fans this week? Tone, yeah, right? Thank you. That's true. What the hell is it with these people? Oh, God damn it, man. It saddens me. It saddens me. This guy was just like saying, no, I respect women, but Andrew Tate was a convicted rapist and sex trafficker. Do you have any proof for that? Pull up your fucking phone. What do you mean you need proof for that? Literally, it's all over the news that he was convicted of that. Jesus Christ. Oh, even my flower is like, oh no, I thought the flower was a little bit dead, but it's not. Imagine that. So, Chip, you would eat oysters and clams because they don't have brains. No, Noel John, I already replied to this question. I'll have a little bit more patience for you, Noel John. And you know what, Noel? Please respect me that I have a little bit of patience and I will answer you this question. I already replied to this question a couple of times. So please listen, okay? No, I will not eat them. First of all, I don't know if they're sentient or not, okay? I wasn't here. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're sentient or not. The science isn't out on it. So I use the precautionary principle. And that means that I would rather not consume them since I don't need to do this to them. And since I'm not 100% sure that they are not sentient, okay? So knowing that I'm not sure, knowing that I don't need to use them, why would I ever choose to use them? It's the same principle. We have plenty of options, plant-based options. We have plenty of it, okay? So none of it. Andrew Tate was an example of how ridiculous your argument was. You think Andrew Tate, do we have an Andrew Tate fan here? Do I have to do activism against Andrew Tate? What the fuck? Do I really have to bring news articles, printed news articles with me from now on to show you that Andrew Tate is a convicted rapist and sex trafficker? Where'd you get the flower, says Richard Smith. Somebody gave it to me. I don't know. Somebody came and was like, yeah. Whatever. No, we were not born in the wrong era. This is the era we need to change the world, says Marcos. Yeah, Marcos, you're right. I know you're right. I know. It's just, fighting for change is definitely something that I enjoy. I won't say I don't enjoy fighting for change and Chip for president. Thank you, beauty Asian queen. I won't say I don't enjoy fighting for the rights of animals and speaking about all this because it's just so simple to speak for this, There are just such ridiculous arguments against all of it, right? Like, when it comes to argumentation-wise, it's easy to be an animal rights activist because there's no actual good reason to keep oppressing animals. Same for being a feminist, same for LGBTQ rights, all of it. They're all just nonsense. When people have an issue against these causes or against these people, they're all just nonsense excuses. They're all just religion, society, or bullshit things that they have. And I enjoy speaking because of this, but I do wish from time to time that we didn't live in a world where we constantly have to fight for rights. I do wish we lived in a world where we fight once for rights and that's it. We move on to the next thing. We fight for the next thing. We get better at it. But it seems like that's not how it's going to be ever. Our fight for rights, human rights, animal rights will always be ongoing. We'll always have to fight. That's the sad reality. We'll always have to get one step there and then keep on fighting for the next step and to keep the current step. That's where we're at. That's the society we live in. We as humans are built to have this programming that it's so that we avoid, and we are so against change, that even when it's good for us, even when it benefits society, even when everybody wins in the change, your brain is still telling you to not change. So that's the whole thing about it. That's it. We're gonna keep fighting at it. That's because of how human nature is. So get ready, everybody. Get ready, all the animal rights activists. We're gonna fight our whole life, regardless if we get to a vegan world or not. Regardless, we're just gonna get to fight our whole lives, regardless. That's it. You don't even have to think hard. You feel it inside your intuitive, awake soul. The humanity is logical. This is the golden age of humanity. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. It makes it so much easier to do activism when you're here. Like even this Romanian guy, if I didn't have a camera and I didn't have people watching, I'm sure he would have behaved even worse or even differently. I feel bad that he didn't understand the point, but it is what it is. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I don't know when I'll be back again. I hope tomorrow, but it's a high likelihood that on Saturday and Sunday, but not tomorrow. I don't know yet. I will be meeting Lodewijk tomorrow. On Saturday evening, we will be meeting to make a different type of event for animals. So there's things in the works. There's things happening that we're trying to get there. And you know what, everybody? Maybe I'll come tomorrow just for a little bit and hold a sign. I've been meaning to come one of these days, call it boring stream, where I just come with a sign and I just sit with a vegan sign, that's it. And it's a boring stream, that's it. Just something boring where you just sit with a sign. It's one form of activism that can be so powerful that we so often overlook. And I think a lot of people are shy and they don't want to do activism, but it's so easy. You just come with a sign and that's it. You don't even have conversations with people, you don't have to do anything. Just with a sign to remind people of what it is that they're supporting. Constant reminders, constant clicks about what they can do, constant of this will get to change. It's not just the conversations that I have, it's this type of thing that will eventually lead to change. Because, as I said, we need to fight for rights, we need to keep those rights. It's just so much fight, and in all this process, we need to remind people why those rights are important. We need to remind people why it's important to be vegan. We need to have vegan communities. It's another thing, keep people allow people to be able to be vegan without having to sacrifice, friendships and stuff. You are not responsible for the Romanian people. You are, as we all are, responsible for all the humans on this planet, says Marcos. No, yeah, Marcos, no, I understand what you mean. I'm not responsible for this guy. Of course I don't feel responsible. It's kind of sad the way he thought about things. He wasn't even very much traditionally Romanian, I would say. He is, though, the trope that we Romanians have for people from where he says he is from, Constanța. He was literally that trope of person. I don't mean to be a dick about it, because I know a lot of people from that area who are actually very nice people. But he kind of is a trope for that. Now that I think about it, that's kind of funny. Smells like weed in the air, everybody. It's so much better in the shade. I thought you said you're done. I am done. It's just always difficult to say goodbye. I wanna give a shout out to Draculum. We do this contest where the person who comments first gets a little bit of a shout out. Draculum last time commented seconds before I ended the stream. I don't know how Draculum does it, but that's amazing. So I want to give a shout out to Draculum. Awesome. Thank you everybody who's been in the stream, who's been having the conversations. Thank you for all the people who donated. Thank you for, doing all this work. It's difficult. It's difficult work. Time traveling, says Draculum. Yeah, it's difficult work to have conversations with people in the chat. This is how we win. This is how we do it. We have conversations. We try to change minds, and we hope for the best. I actually even hope for the best even for that Romanian guy, because the reason why I realized that I became a little bit tougher at the end with him was because I just noticed him repeating the same argument, so I wasn't getting through to him. So I decided to be a bit tougher. and I think that will shift something in his mind. I think that will shift something in his mind. So we'll see. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Okay, I appreciate you. See you in the next one. I don't know yet. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday. Okay, but see you in the next one.